Hello, and welcome
Woo!
to our very latest episode of the Morning Quest with Doodle and CMoney. I am CMoney, and I am joined by the always lovely Doodle.
What's up, everybody?
This way.
Welcome. Happy Sunday to you all. And thank you. Thank you so much for rocking out with us.
Happy Sunday indeed.
Yes.
What is up, fam? It's good to see all you fine folk this morning. Listen, I have been very excited recently about what's been going on. We've got some good TV,
Yes.
Fallout, pretty damn dope. We just finished Halo right before, pretty damn dope. Oh, we got some new coffee mugs just because we were out and we saw them. Doodle went SpongeBob theme. I got
Who
some
lives in a
Nightmare.
pineapple under the sea? Diddy.
Diddy. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. But yeah, man, shout out to all the homies. Y'all know how we do on this
What's up,
show.
baby? How you
Y'all know
doing?
how we do on this show. We got to go ahead and absolutely shout out all our homies who are here, but also shout out all of our supporters over on
By
Patreon
the
and
way, these are
YouTube.
bigger. So Eric inspired us with
Yeah,
his
yeah.
coffee mug
Yeah, we saw the mugs
on Night
during the
Quest. Shout out
during the
to
show,
Eric. That was
and we were
so
like,
fun.
we need new mugs. I
Yeah.
I get it. I understand.
Message
But
received.
that being said, thank you to our patrons, Zachary McCoy, Sith
Absolutely.
Lord, Smitty Smith,
Woo!
Adidas 20, Red Sun, and Isaac Gentry. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you guys
And
so
over on
much.
YouTube, we got our YouTube squad members, Smitty Smith, Avenged Ninja, Gamer by Choice, Zach McCoy, Silent Cypher, Why So Serious, Raiden Blade, Lord Starkiller XS, 80s Cartoon Villain, Adidas 20, Micah Ford, J Mac, Forza Legend, Suicide Kings, Crimson X25, Bounty,
Woo!
Maurice Branch, MCell 101, Ryuar Gaming, 5.0 Trade Gaming, Lord Louis, Rainbow, Dan Lazaro, Big Migs Gaming, Hargeet Shani,
Let's
Smoke
go.
the Ism,
Yes.
Kingsman 2K, Dion Hayes, Dollar Knight, Paul Brook, Raging Cajun, E Ranks, Paul Morrow, No Sir, G Myers, El Monte, Dusty, Ignacio Farfan, Abacab 72, Masserek, Italos Ray, Twink 89, JD Gamer, Dave Reezy, General Spartan, It's Timmy, Duke Togo, Hooded Canuck, aka Pain. I don't know. I think he changed it back. No more Pain.
Oh,
The homie Six Slayer, Spartan 661, Mash, Amit Kumar, Dark 50, Cypher Type 1, Raheem Linkhorn, Boss Red, Demo Flow Gaming, Farku, Jesse B, JW Universe. Goddamn, I left the JD Gamer twice in there. Gotta update this. Sorry about that, guys. J Gaming, JB1521, Jigga J,
Jay.
B Martin 001, Def Leopard, Quanda Terrible, Jonas the
Yes.
Dad, Kenneth Williams,
Jonas.
Philly Gangster, Angry Hippie.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. We appreciate you. We know
Thank
this
you
is not
guys so
100% up to
much.
date. We will
Yes.
get it up to date soon. And then, of course, we got to shout out our elite members, our homies, Mike.
Woo.
You got Dark Angelic, Spoonman, and Dragon's Blade 7. Appreciate you
Thank
guys.
you
Thank
so
you
very
all so
much.
very much. We appreciate each and every one of you. But obviously, you guys know just being here right now with us live, just it means the world to us. We really appreciate it. It's huge support. So shout out to the homie Eric, who is here
Let's
first.
go.
What is good, fan? Thank
In
you
the
for
building.
being
By
here.
the way, we did that thing to the you are the grill master, bro. We did that thing to the grill and
Yes.
yo.
We did not know that that was such a necessary part of life, but
Yeah,
turns out,
it is.
yeah,
It's life changing when it comes
it
to grilling.
really
Yes,
made a humongous difference.
absolutely.
So thank you for that information because we did use it already and it is glorious. Christina,
What's up, baby?
what's good, fam? Thank you so much for being here. Um, So Christina says ponies need to buy games. Final Fantasy Part 3, 1 million, Part 2, 1 million sold. Should have went multi-plat. Yeah, I think it's like almost 2 million, but that's still a goddamn shame. I feel that. The homie Def Leopard in the building was good, fam.
Baby,
Pope's begging for Xbox games now. Of course, man. This is the life that they
we
lead
stay
now.
begging.
Yeah, this is just like normal day in the office for these fools. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, what we gotta do today?
they get
On 3.
they wake up and they're like, Google, what new Xbox games are coming out? Oh, I want that one. Oh, that one, please. Oh, let's have them. Unfortunately, they're gonna just have to live with what they get. Because
Get what
it's
you get. Made your
facts.
choice.
The homie Hoodie Canuck in the building.
What's up, baby?
Was good, fam. Thank you
Coffee
for being
time,
here.
love. That's
Coffee
my fam
time,
jam.
indeed.
Yes.
Canuck, listen, Canuck is in on Dragon Dogma 2. He's
Yes. I've
been
seen the
playing it. We
pictures.
played all day. He's at 5% of the story, but he has like 42 hours in the game.
Woo.
Yes, I see it, bro. The game is so dope. I wish I had more time for sure. I really, really want to play. He also says, cannot wait for June summer showcase to
Yes.
destroy the PlayStation showcase. They don't have showcases anymore. They don't have showcases. And the rumored IGN showcase. Yeah, listen. At whatever Xbox shows up at is going to be like obviously they're having their thing. And that's going to dominate. There's nothing else that can happen. The only thing that can happen,
Tell us,
it's
see.
not going to be a big, oh my god, it stole the
Altering,
situation.
life-changing. Yes.
But if
Tell
they
us.
were to show the Switch 2 during that summer
That would
showcase,
be a big deal.
that would be a big
Yes.
deal. That would be a
For
big deal for
sure.
sure.
So, but we'll
But
see. I doubt it. I doubt it though.
yeah, I agree. I agree. Dark Angelic in the building.
Damn, what's good? Thank you so much for rocking out with
Bro,
us. Good
Dark
morning.
Angelic, bro,
Happy Sunday.
this guy's living the life, bro.
He
I'm not gonna lie,
is. I
Dark
love
Angelic.
it.
You know, a little jelly with all these trips that you be going on. Who's good, Fab says, good morning, all. We're heading up to wine country this time.
Yes.
Gonna be
Oh,
listening in though. Thanks, Dark Angelic.
send
Appreciate you,
us
brother.
pictures, please. I love seeing the pictures.
Can
You are having a wonderful time, and I'm sure it's well deserved. Enjoy.
absolutely. Super dope,
That's
man. Super
amazing.
dope. The homie Razor Ultron. Look at this shit. First of all, he says the
That's my
mustard better be
homie.
on time today. Listen, this is the fun fact. We were absolutely on time.
We were.
Like
We
early,
were.
which is wild, right?
Mhm.
Like we really are
Yeah.
never this like ready to go.
I was like waiting for the show. As you guys see, I was in the chat though, so there's proof
There is
that
proof.
I was waiting and ready.
Well, the
Seems
fact
like
that the show was made seems like there's proof that I was ready and waiting. All right. So let's take several seats on that one. All right. All right. Listen, I'm just saying. We gotta call it what it is.
Okay. All right. Did you have fun last night, CMoney?
Oh no, we did it. You don't need to take several seats. I'm just fucking with you.
Okay.
I'm just fucking with you. So listen, we were very, very ready. It was very wild. But this is the thing. Turns out, normally we make coffee like right away, and then like when we come on the show, it's either like we made a pot, so we're just refilled it, or it's just
Almost
left.
done.
Like it's just there's just still some left, but
we
not a
like
lot.
we like having coffee time with you guys.
Yeah. So we said, you know what? Let's make it right before the show. So we got full cups ready to go. And it turns out shit don't go that fast when you're a little bit on a
When you're
crunch time.
waiting
You know what I'm
for it,
saying?
right? Like it's like
Yeah. We were like, all right, how long does it take to make coffee, right? Like 5 minutes, right? We could go ahead and just bang out 2 cups of coffee. Well, it turns out no. And that's why we ended up being a little late. But you know what? Listen, it wouldn't be Morning Quest if we're not late. It wouldn't be any of our shows if we're not late. To
listen,
be fair,
we are always on time.
I mean, for sure. Whenever the thing goes live, we're right there. You know what I'm saying? As soon as that screen turns on, you see us. So we're always on time. We're never late. But yeah, that's what happened. So now you know. Spoonman was good. See, coffee's ready. How long did it take for you to make your coffee? I feel like our machine is fucked up.
Oh, enjoy, baby. We're having coffee together. See, I love this.
Absolutely. General Spartan 27 was
What's
good,
up,
fam, who was
love?
also on our
Yes.
show on Friday.
Oh my gosh, that show
That was a great
was
show.
it was just freaking amazing. I had so much fun.
Yeah.
We talked about so much.
Yeah, it was wild.
It was wild. It was wild.
It
It was
really
good.
was. Yeah, I did not expect the way the show ended to end. You know, like the way it ended, like
Yeah.
what we saw.
If you guys don't know,
Shout
go
out to
check
Doom
out.
Cutie. Shout out to Doom
Yes.
Cutie
Love her. That was a lot of fun.
for stopping by. But and really just introducing us to some crazy shit. Mike in the building. What's
What's
good,
up,
fam?
baby?
Thank you for being here, homie.
Welcome. Good
Amit
morning.
Kumar. What's good, fam? Thank you for being here, homie. Oh, look, the Dragon Dogma 2 background. See, we
Yeah.
anticipated it. This is what we
See?
felt coming, right? Um,
We knew it.
Jacob Novik. Good morning, sir.
Good
He says,
morning.
I will start collecting amiibos. Bro, this is like you're like 18 years behind the curve
Yeah,
here.
they're remaking them all, which is like
Is that what they're doing on all of them?
well, I mean, it seems that way. It seems that way because like they keep um releasing them or they have them out for pre-order. I mean, they were a lot made. I wonder if they're going to make them all. And again, it is the rerun, so it's not the original um box or the way they made it, so I'm sure those have more value, but still um it's good and it's not, because if you collected them the first time around, it's like, damn it, you're re-releasing and kind of devaluing what I have. But at the same time, if you missed any of them, because some of them were very difficult to find, but I remember what we did before they started this mess. And
Don't remind me.
yeah, I probably shouldn't go down that route. Let us know
Fucking
if you want to
man
hear
with
the
his
story
shit.
real quick.
Oh,
But
listen,
yeah.
listen. We spent a lot of money on amiibos on the black market.
Yes,
Okay.
eBay.
Fucking eBay. God
eBay.
damn it. For
Um,
our
yeah,
son who
for
was in the time
making
making
Amiibo
amiibo
video.
video. So he's like, you
Yes.
know what? Let's just go crazy. Let's get him all these crazy characters so he can really,
But we had
mix it up.
so the thing is we did have a lot of them, but
I know,
we
but
miss some. And then that's when they take advantage of you and they're like, well, $500 for an Amiibo. And you're like, well, I'm not gonna go there. But it turns out that once you start cracking and saying, all right, well, I'll pay this much, and then you end up just
so that's not even the worst part of the story.
mm.
The worst part of the story is that after we bought all that shit,
He said
he
he was done.
decided he was not gonna fucking make amiibo videos anymore. God damn it. See what happens with these fucking kids? You can't be doing nice shit for them. All right. You can't.
I see you this pain. What's
Did I
up?
stop reading? Did I stop reading his super chat? I
I
think I
don't
did.
know. I
I
don't
just said I will
know.
start collecting amiibos. Done. I mean, it's not super chat, but his message. I was like, what the fuck? Oops. Sorry, buddy. I collected Skylanders back in the day. Therefore, I already have an amiibo since Overcharged Bowser from the Skylander 530S starter pack is also an amiibo. Yes, we have that one too. Yeah, I mean, at least now
Bowser
you
and
can
Donkey
choose
Kong.
it. Yes,
We
Donkey
have
Kong
all the
too from
Skylanders too.
Skylanders was on there.
And the Disney
Facts.
Infinity characters. Those were pretty
Oh,
dope.
those were
They
on.
look great.
They were
I
not
didn't
amiibos.
like the game, but
I like the game.
you did. You
I did.
and I believe Madman did too.
Yeah, the
But
story mode of
Fairy
part
and I
3
were
was
not
fire.
impressed.
Mr. Kima, what's good, man? Good
Let's go,
morning.
baby.
He
Thank you so
says,
much for being here.
this is the thing. I don't know what's happening over there, Mr. Kima. So let me know if you're okay. He says, "Good Sunday morning?" Question mark.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't know. Are you
Tell
asking
us.
us,
Tell
or are
us.
you? I'm very confused. But yes, good morning, sir. Good Sunday morning. Good morning,
Good
Sunday.
Sunday
Yeah, I
morning
feel like that's about right.
indeed. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday so far.
Absolutely,
It was a
absolutely.
good Saturday night.
I mean, it was a great Saturday night. Gun Griffin was good, fan. Eric says size matters. Well,
It
you ain't
does.
lying. You
It
ain't lying.
does.
You ain't lying. Gun Griffin says there's loads of new dynamic backgrounds, including Blue Dragon, Apex Legends, several sports games, Fallout, Amazon series, and more that were added yesterday, including 6 new Xbox ones. Oh shit! So 12 new ones total. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. We have the homie Hooded Canuck.
What's What's up, baby?
Thank you, my brother, for being here. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much for
much.
being a member for 4 months, man.
Yes.
Appreciate you.
That's
It's been a
awesome.
great 4 months here on On Point for Gamers.
Oh,
It's
that
coffee
hasn't stopped.
time. Happy gaming all. Oh man,
Thank
thank you,
you.
bro.
Thank you,
Appreciate you,
baby.
man. Thank you so much for being here,
That's
bro.
our fam jam.
That is the fam jam for sure.
I see you, Def Leppard. Def Leppard says that Lego Dimensions was pretty good too. I
It
agree.
was. It
I agree.
was.
And then you realize that you're running out of freaking space. It was
Yeah.
so dope. That was
It
such
was really cool.
a moment in time that I think Nintendo's trying to bring back.
I don't know.
They're so stunning though.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do over there, but I tell you one thing, they were fire. And it's
Yes.
just that once you build them all, like what are you supposed to do with them? You know, like where you put
The
them, it
the
became a little
Lego
crazy.
Dimension, the cool thing was that it was like a project before and you get to kind of do something manually, like go ahead and build and whatever, and then you go ahead and go and play.
And now nobody got time for that. You know what
But
I'm saying? It's way too much energy. Give me that shit pre-built. Twittery Snake in the building. What's good, fam?
what's up,
Thank you for
baby?
being here, bro.
Good morning, love.
Um,
Twittery snake.
Razor Ultra says, "How about Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth? More Final Fantasy now with less cells." 50% less calories, I mean sales than previous edition. Yo, I mean, dude, it's so true, man. It's crazy
Oh.
how little that game is selling, man. Like you really got to question like what do they do over there? Like that's their big exclusive. Like over here in Xbox land, right? Very easy to see. We got Game Pass, right? So, we have a ton of people who might be paying the monthly subscription to get that game. But we're playing the game, right?
Yes.
We're getting the game. It's not our fault that Sony doesn't have a way for you to go ahead and fucking pay for a subscription and get their new games, right? So that's your problem, right? Max 380 was good, fam.
Yes, I didn't want to interrupt you. What's up, baby?
Hey,
Welcome.
yo, Xbox is the best box. Talk that shit
Yes, let's
as we
go.
do. You know how we do for
That was
sure.
an entrance right
That is
there.
an entrance.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, dude, like for us, yeah, it might make sense that you have, 4 million, 5 million, 6 million people who played the game, maybe 2 million, maybe 3 million sales, something like that. Fine, but we got people playing because you either bought the game or you paying for that subscription to be a part of it, right? But this is just some asinine shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just like what are they doing? Because it's like this big ass facade they put on Twitter. Like, look at me, we play games, right? But then you go fucking see, and they don't, right? Like they don't
They're
buy, they
not
don't
buying
follow
if
up.
they claim to hate Xbox, right? And they need their games ported to PlayStation in order to play them, right? And they're not buying the PlayStation games, then what the fuck are you doing?
Exactly. Exactly. What are they doing? Like, why is this a I don't know. That's a major first party, not I'm sorry, major third party exclusive that they locked
Make it
down.
clear.
That
Make it
and
clear.
the,
Listen, the ponies don't mess around with that.
they don't, they
They
don't.
want things very clearly set up. All right?
And understand, like, this is not their first rodeo,
No.
right? Like, this is the remake, integrate, Final Fantasy 16, and now they're on the fourth Final Fantasy something, and it's just been declining ever since the first one came out. Every single game
Listen,
has
it's
done
like
less and
the
less and
PlayStation
less.
stocks.
Oh
Woo.
shit.
I'm just saying, something's going on.
I mean, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
They're a
It's
part
pretty
of the
ridiculous.
PlayStation effect. It's all just dying over there. Oh my gosh. It reminds me of I can't spoil it. The Fallout show. The one side and then you walk to the other number.
Oh
Yeah, that's
yes.
PlayStation over there.
That is PlayStation over there.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. If you don't know, go watch it because it is glorious.
Shout out to this pain. This pain says nobody has time for that, but you know
Dude,
what
we
we
have
have
time for
time
Fortnite
for?
all night,
It's
baby.
Fortnite
God
all
damn.
night, baby. Yo,
Fucking Fortnite. It's so good
listen, it was like 3 in the morning
for us. Yeah,
for us.
it was wild.
Yeah.
And then we were on time this morning. I mean, again,
Yes,
not for you
that's
guys, but for
freaking
us, we were on
but
time. It was great. I don't know how
we
it
were
happened.
early. I was like, what am I gonna do with all this extra time?
Facts.
Yeah.
Um,
I should have made the coffee.
maybe. I did say, "Hey, babe, should we make the coffee now or should we wait?" And you were like, "Nah." I was like, "You know what?
We
I feel that."
good.
I was like, "You know what? I feel that too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's fine." Corey, no for life. What's good,
What's up,
fam?
baby?
Thank you for
Welcome.
being here,
Thank you for
homie.
rocking out.
A Togi gamer. They like Spider-Man so much, let them play that for hours in a day. Bro, I mean, listen, this is the thing, right? Spider-Man also sold a low amount in my eyes, I think, for what they have, right? That's the biggest IP that they have. 54 million
PlayStation's
PlayStation
out
play
there. PlayStation 5.
PlayStation
Yeah.
5 out there. And it took like 4.5 months to hit like 10 mil. Now, in hindsight, right, when you look at all the other games that released exclusively for PlayStation this year, even though they were third party, I mean, bro, Final Fantasy did 2 mil. 2 mil. So, Spider-Man at 10, I guess for PlayStation, that's great numbers. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
when
I know
you're
over here we're
looking,
used to like
I
35 million
yeah.
people and shit like that, but
I
over there,
think
I
the
get it.
problem is that they're both not enough, right? So when you're looking, yes, when you compare shit to shit, it's like, oh, wow, you're not as shitty as this other shit, right? But let's keep it real. I don't think that's their goal. I don't think that's where they're looking to be,
No, and
right?
Spider-Man, obviously, the budget, it was astronomical, right?
Yes.
So, that's why it was the bigger fail because you spent all that money and you really didn't get
Well,
what
when
you
you're
wanted back.
banking on it, and I do feel like everything 2023 was a shit show for PlayStation, but I feel like they were hanging on to the wait till Spider-Man 2 drop moment, and
And nobody showed up
it did
for it.
drop. It did drop.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, like, what were they playing in 2023 that I guess I mean, they were doing what we know they do, right? They were playing Call of Duty, they were playing Madden, they were playing NBA, they were playing Minecraft, right? Matter of fact,
In
we
Roblox
saw the
now.
list. Yeah, and Roblox. We saw the list, and turns out, yeah, for 2023, Xbox first party had the biggest presence on PlayStation, right? For them, like on their side of it, they were all in on Xbox first party games. Seems like that's just their way of being going forward, huh?
It
Anytime they
seems
get
that
one.
way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So don't tell them, C. Don't tell them. Don't tell them
I feel
about the
like we don't
list.
see this that often anymore. So every time I do
What
see it,
list?
it's like, what the fuck? Goddamn ponies.
There's no crying,
Oh
C.
my god. The homie Sean Johnson was
What's
good,
up,
fam.
love? Thank you
Also
for
with
being
that
here.
dope ass public
Thank
service
you.
announcement.
Thank you so much.
He says, everyone, please hit that like button.
Yes, that'll be awesome.
That's
Thank you.
glorious. Yes, please do so. And like our homie Big Boy Mike told you all many moons ago,
Tell them
still
C.
relevant today.
Oof,
Okay.
man, this is rough to
If you're
hear.
sitting there right now and you're saying to yourself, man, I see that like button and I haven't hit it. Or if you're not subscribed and you're just staring at the subscribe button and oh, I just didn't hit it, understand that you are
Break
exhibiting
it down slowly.
pony tendencies.
Ah,
Now, this is the good
man.
news. This is good news for you. There's
Tell
a
them.
cure.
Yeah,
There's a
there
cure.
is. There
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
There
Hit
is.
the fucking button. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, fucking share that shit out. Fucking hit the little bell, the
Listen,
ding dong
sometimes
bell.
you might get slapped up with a little pony powder, and
Yeah, yeah.
these are the side effects. To shake
Exactly.
that off, like C Money said, you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
got
yeah.
to
Yeah.
smash
Just
that button.
just hit the button and then
Yeah.
you move past it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're instantly cured. What a phenomenal system we have
It's
here
pretty
at
awesome.
On Point. We
Yeah.
cure poniness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just come over here, hit the like, hit the subscribe, you're in. You're no longer a pony. It's beautiful. Jonas the dad was good, fan.
What's
Thank you
up,
for being here,
baby?
homie.
Welcome. Happy
Stanley
Sunday.
Francois,
Ooh,
welcome,
I love the
homie.
name.
Appreciate you for being here. Says, what's happening, Doodle CMoney?
What's happening,
What's
baby? How
happening,
you
fam?
doing? Welcome.
Berg Brizzle in the building. Was good, home? 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 What's good, home? Homie. What's good, fam? Oh, shit. Sean Johnson says, see money. I see that Nightmare Before Christmas cut that you got there. That's my movie. Yo,
Oh, he
Sean,
loves it.
come on, bro. That's literally listen, we have a lot of traditions here, okay? And there's one simple tradition that we always do, and that's on Halloween night, we watch Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
Because for us, November 1st is Christmas season, right? So Halloween, we go trick or treating with the kids, do all the fun stuff, and then after that, boom, Nightmare Before Christmas, bedtime, Christmas season for all. It's a beautiful
Yes.
thing.
Starts November 1st. Tree
November
goes
1st,
up,
baby.
ready to go.
Absolutely. Oh shit.
Ooh.
Jonas the dad says, "Good morning from Oregon."
Oh, shout out to Oregon.
Shout out to you, homie. Says only 7. What's that mean? It's 7
7 in
o'clock
the
over there?
morning?
Damn, homie.
Thank you. Thank you
Well,
for
thank you for
being
being
with
here bright and
us.
early. Appreciate you, fam.
Thank you, baby.
Royal Boyle, what's
What's
good, homie?
up?
Thank you for being here, fam.
Aw.
Spoonman says it takes 10 minutes for a whole pot. I
See,
mean,
we didn't think about that. We
yeah,
were
I don't
like, "You know what?
we didn't
It
calculate correctly.
seems 5 minutes seems good to
Yeah,
go."
yeah,
And
it
it
was
was
like
probably like, about to turn into 4 minutes.
Mhm.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, I
We didn't
really
think
was
it through,
hopeful.
all right?
We were hopeful, okay? We were hopeful, but we were on time. Just know that. Jesse B was good, fam. Thank you for
Oh
being
my
here, homie.
god. Yo, Sir X-Men in the building. What's up, baby?
Sir X-Men was good,
We
fam.
love Sir
C-Money eats
X-Men over
mustard
here
candy on
on
Halloween.
point.
First of
He
all,
says
that's never true.
CMoney. Well, it listen, it's not, but
Mm-mm.
you don't like the candy corn, right? You
That
read ahead of time. Let me say it. Let me say it. CMoney eats mustard candy on Halloween. So you claim that that's not true, CMoney.
that's never true.
That's never
Never in
true.
life.
Okay.
Never in
All
life
right.
was it true. Will it be true? Ever.
Do you don't like candy corn, right? That
It's
those
disgusting.
little suckers. I don't like them either.
No,
Yuck.
no.
Holy crap.
I hate it. I
They're
hate it.
pretty gross.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And anytime when I was younger and we were doing trick or treating and somebody gave us like the little bag of candy corn, the death stare that I gave them every time. Like, really?
So you were one of those entitled
Like, this is
trick-or-treaters,
what you
like,
like,
"Yo,
hell yeah, I'm entitled.
nah,
I've been walking
man."
this goddamn block this whole time, and this is my reward? Fucking candy corn. Your driveway was like fucking 40 feet long, and this is what I get?
Yo,
Goddamn
those
candy
uphill
corn?
driveways. It's like,
Fuck
"Damn
out of
it, but
here.
I want that candy, so here I come." But this is the thing, you
Then
know
it's okay
which
because
one?
there's always some sucker who likes candy corn. You know what I'm saying? So you trade them. You
Look at
take it
you,
and be like,
look at
yo,
you.
I'm taking that and you can have this. And then I took it and I leave and I don't
I
ask. So
got you.
that's how you barter
That's yeah,
when you're a
yeah.
kid. You know what I'm
That's how you
saying?
do it,
Be
for
like, I've
sure.
seen you eat this shit. Don't tell me I've seen you eat this shit. I don't like it. Give me that shit. All right. You're gonna
Yeah,
enjoy
that's
this.
I can literally see that
Oh, yeah, yeah.
happening
Oh, that's how it
just
went
like
down
that as
all
you
the
explain.
time.
You know what I hated? The freaking the Tootsie Rolls. Is that the name? Those
Tootsie
chocolate
Rolls, those
oh,
are all disgusting.
disgusting. Like, that's
So
not
bad,
real
bro.
chocolate. Don't try to freaking mess
No,
with me.
that
I
was
want Hershey
what
bars.
a trick. The first time I ever
I
had
want
that, what a
M&Ms.
trick.
Yeah,
Yo,
that's not cool.
I
You
I'm
don't give that
really
to kids?
I'm really upset that that even exists.
Yeah, me too.
And then don't they have the lollipop version? Is
Oh
that
my god,
Tootsie
ew, yeah. Oh my gosh, yes, with it in the
the
middle?
Tootsie Pop?
No, give me
Yeah,
real lollipops, the
the
one with the
1,
bubble
a
gum in
2,
the middle. I like
3, like,
sour
some stupid
apple,
ass
freaking cherry. Oh,
fucking
bang it.
owl. Hated that owl. I
Yeah.
hated that
Oh,
commercial, and they played
yes.
so much.
How many licks does it
Say
take
to
to
get to the
get
Tootsie
to
Roll center of the Tootsie Pop, a 1, a 2, a 3. 3. Oh my god, I fucking wanted to assassinate that. I hated
Oh
it.
my
I
god.
hated that commercial every time it came up, man.
Yeah, disgusted.
Yo, I used to hate it so badly.
Wait,
God.
what are those little things? It's like a little, they're round, but there's a bunch of them in it. They taste oh my god, the first time I had
Hold
that
on. You're talking about the
trash.
little candies, the white, pink, all those different colors? It was like a long roll, and then you
It's a long
untie
roll.
it, and
Yeah,
there are
it
a
tastes
bunch
like
of
chalk.
no, man,
Oh
those are
my
banging. Chill.
god,
Fall
that's
back.
disgusting.
Fall
All
back. They
right,
were
C
good.
Money, you lost all credibility.
Bro,
All
come
credibility.
on.
Get the hell out of
They'll
here.
let
You
us know
like
in the
that
chat.
trash?
They'll let us know in the
Mm-mm.
chat. That shit was
Nope.
dope. I
Mm-mm.
forget what they're called, but yes, that was
Chalk. That's
no,
what
it's
it's
not called
called.
chalk.
Chopped
That
up
shit was
chalk.
good. That shit was
That was
good.
disgusting.
Decado, welcome, homie. Thank you for being here,
What did
fam.
you say?
Decado,
Oh,
Decado.
okay, okay.
What do you think? I just blurted out random word
Listen,
out
I
of
don't know.
nowhere?
I don't know. I don't know, see? I was like, "What the hell?
Oh, this pain in the building was good, fam. Lord
What's up, baby?"
Roughness. What's good,
Yes!
fam?
Lord Roughness, how are you? Happy Sunday to you.
Oh, snap. Spoonman says, update your Patreon supporter soon. Aw,
Spoonman,
Spoonman,
thank you so
you're
much, and
fucking awesome
welcome.
sauce.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
thank
much.
you.
We will. I gotta.
Wait, hold on. You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Oh,
Hold on.
gotcha. You confusing me, bro. I was a little confused. I
You're
didn't know it
easily
was.
confused, C-Money. What's going on?
Listen, I didn't know what you're talking about for a second. Okay.
C-Money got rocked.
Listen, I'm come on, man. Don't be confusing me out here in these streets. Back from the dead was good,
You
fan.
didn't
Thank
do
you. God damn it, bro. You confused me again. What is happening here? Listen,
it.
I guess is it the same over there?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Y'all know what to do.
Tell them.
Put the motherfucker welcome to the family emoji in the chat and welcome our newest Patreon supporter. Spoon
Yes.
Man.
Thank
Appreciate
you
you,
so
man.
much, and
Thank you, brother.
welcome. Welcome to the family.
Unless he's saying update your shit because you lost one. you're, you're missing one, bro.
Doesn't matter.
Could
It's
you
all
imagine?
right. It's
That
all
would be
right.
hilarious balls.
Welcome,
Nah, thank you,
and
man.
thank
Appreciate you,
you.
homie. Look at that. Yeah, back from the dead, man. What's up, player?
What's up, baby?
It was so cool. See, I feel like
I love
I
seeing
know
it.
Back from the Dead
Yes.
now because
That's our
I
homie.
mean, I know you guys, but I feel like we shook hands. I got to meet him. We gotta do something sometime in the future. Get everybody together.
Absolutely.
Is Sir X-Men talking crap over here? Blah blah blah. What is happening? Who's that blah 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 for? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what is that. Look, Jonah's dad says listening while getting coffee himself. You see, this is the
Cheers,
time.
baby. Look,
See,
SpongeBob's on this side.
we should have coffee. That would be dope, right? On Point Coffee brand. That would be
Yes.
dope.
I'm
Fucking
on
refudge and his
coffee.
bullshit. Nobody wants to
Or
drink your
Morning
coffee.
Quest.
Morning Quest coffee. That would be dope. One day. One day. Spoonman says coffee time never ends. It's just a bit sweeter on Sunday mornings with On Point fam. Oh,
You're
Spoonman, you're the
awesome.
man,
Thank you,
bro. Thank you so
baby.
much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, homie.
I appreciate that.
Jacob
Oh, that
says I
makes
already bought the green Splatoon squid for On Point for Gamers. In fact, people in the UK were pissed when the truck delivering the green squid amiibos pre-orders in the Wii U era for the game UK were stolen. Oh damn. That sounds like a lot, to be honest with you. That's crazy. Yeah, we have all those things. I love the amiibos were dope, man.
They're beautiful. That freaking the Splatoon, the pink one, I don't know if that was for the second game. Um, the set with the pink squid in the middle, it's freaking stunning.
Yeah.
It's
Agreed.
beautiful. And the
Agreed.
one thing about it though, it's like when you order it and they ship it, like they put stickers on it, or they'll bend the back, or they'll put it in a bag and it comes so messed up. Like
Yeah, that's
I
whack.
don't rock like that. Like, no, let's go. Let's go. This shit is going back. You better find me a pretty one. I don't even like, and it's Madman. Madman turned me into this beast. Like the edges have to be looking right. I don't like it when it's like all split up. No, no. Come
Yeah.
on.
Um,
Oh, you and me both, baby. I prefer Arabian coffee. That's what we be rocking with.
is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh, that's the Arabian ground.
Yes.
We do the Starbucks. And yeah, we get used to it. It's good.
See, money doesn't necessarily I don't think you like the taste of coffee too much,
I hate
but you've
coffee.
grown to, like,
It's just the
need coffee?
no, I'm sorry. Like just like I could never have black coffee. Like you know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Like
like,
just
there's
straight up
no
coffee.
yes.
Like no, that's like death. Like who does that? You know what I'm saying? Like if I wanted black fucking coffee, I'll just go in the backyard after it rains and just fucking scoop up the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
That's
literally what it
graphic,
is.
see,
I'm just
but I
saying
get it, I do get it.
that's what it is. The people who can have black coffee, God bless you. I don't know how.
Yes,
I don't know how.
but I've had my creamer situations, you guys know, in Discord. I've woken up to like, "Oh, shoot." forgot. I had
Yeah,
no
yeah, yeah,
creamer.
and then
And
then the world
that's
goes
rough.
to hell,
And
you
then
know what I'm
at that
saying?
point, you do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying?
Survival of the fittest.
Oh my goodness, can you imagine if there were a man? What's up, baby? Thank you for being here.
Nick, God damn it, no, I
Sea
don't.
Mustard loves mustard flavored coffee. That would
Never,
be
never.
crazy.
That would be so disgusting.
Mm.
Oh my god, I can't even imagine. I can't
Shout
listen
out
to you.
to FarQ. He sent
Chill,
me
man.
FarQ sent me some pictures
Nope, none
of
of
some
it.
mustard stuff that maybe you
So
should try someday, see money.
absolutely not. Lord Roughness says downloaded Fallout 76 again thanks to loving the TV series on episode 6 now. God damn,
Woo!
we gotta
Yes.
watch
We
more of the
thought we were
show.
gonna have time yesterday
Got caught
to
up in
get
goddamn
back in
Fortnite.
there, but
We gotta
yeah,
try to bang some out today.
we got caught up.
But this is the thing, and I see a lot of people talking about Fallout, right? 'Cause Fallout is a
Yes.
smash, right? Fallout is killing it. Loves Fallout deserves to win Golden Globes. For X-Men says, Twittery Snake says, watch Fallout episode 1, loving it so far. Yeah,
Let's
so are
go.
we. Rashawn says, show's been so good. Bob McPee was good.
What's up, Bob? How
Now,
are
we're
you?
gonna talk about this a little later, I think, after we talk about the first thing, but 200% more Fallout being played by real gamers, says Razor Ultron. Yes, we're gonna talk about this after the first topic, but 100%. Like it's crazy. Everything's been boosted. It's just this is like people are going to like this. What's the cyberpunk? That's what
Yes.
is happening now,
That's
right?
what's
It's
amazing,
like that
like,
renaissance.
these adaptations allow people to either find out or kind of make them feel like, "Oh, shoot, I remember, let me go back." Like, it brings up the game again.
Facts. And I mean, again, everybody's saying it, like everybody's loving it. Toy Snake says it's how adaptation should be done. It should promote and make you want to experience the other media within that franchise. Agreed, 100%. 10 out of 10 from Sir X-Men.
Let's go.
Also was good, fam. Says
What's up,
Spider-Man
baby?
broke even. Yeah, I mean, but you don't spend $315 million to break even. You know what I'm saying? You spend 315 million hoping that you're making 700.
Double,
You know what I'm saying?
yes, at least.
Like
So you
after
can
that,
fund the next game and feel like that cushion, that comfort, and, like,
exactly.
if you break even, what are you gonna do, right? And you break even eventually, right? So we do understand the fact that the value of that money, it's just a lot less by the time you finally make it back. But
Facts.
to go ahead and not feel like it's worth making the next one, that's the problem, right? We do
Agreed.
know that they have to pay. It's a lot more that goes into this. This is not something they've created. They have to pay for the
True.
licenses and everything. When it comes to
Facts.
it's not their actual freaking character.
Yeah.
It's not their
Nighturnal was
story.
good, fam. Thank you for being here, homie. Jonas' dad said, how does the game cost twice the movies? Crazy town. It's true.
That's what I was talking about. These numbers kind of don't make sense. It
Yeah, it's
feels
stupid.
kind of weird to me. Is the marketing in there too? Like, I don't know.
Snooky
Nookie, I did it
says,
all for the
God
Nookie.
damn it.
The Nookie.
No. If you're gonna say it, say it right. Say it.
That's the right way to say it,
No,
but I
it's
did it all for the Snooky.
that's the way.
Mm,
That's the way, right? CMoney Doodle, you would need
what's up,
some New
baby?
Orleans chicory coffee. It will light you
Yes!
all up. I mean,
Let's
I'm definitely
go.
down to try it as long as we got some
Listen, we have a lot of friends from New Orleans. I feel like we have to end up going over
yeah,
there
or at least in that
at some
area
point.
for
Yes.
sure.
And, oh my god, the food over
We
there
have to do
must
like a
be
New Orleans
insane.
get together. You know what I'm saying? Like we go
Yes.
down there and just have
Meet
like
up,
the
a big old
big
party.
head,
Yes, that'll be
something like that. It
awesome.
would be dope. Um, Fossil says Ratchet and Clank lost Insomniac 8 mil. It's crazy. Joseph that see if these is a hit on PlayStation.
Oh
Ponies
my
love the Xbox
gosh!
game. Yes, Stellar Blade is going to be against Sea of Thieves. That's crazy because it's going to lose, which is really, really funny.
That's gonna be a humiliating moment for PlayStation. Who would have
Facts.
thought that these ponies, all they wanted was to be pirates?
I mean, it's not far-fetched, you know what I'm saying? It's not too much of a stretch of the imagination for them, so I get that. Force One Vlogs was good, fam,
What's
says,
up,
"Hey,
baby?
PlayStation is X and Ponies. If you're watching this podcast, where are the sales numbers for your third-party exclusives? Save this message." Yo, but Force, this is the thing, man. Like, again, we're gonna basically just hop right into the topic. But at the end of the day, like we have no numbers outside of Final Fantasy getting the roundabout way of getting numbers, but there's no official numbers on anything released this year because it all sucked on PlayStation specifically. We know Helldivers did pretty good on on, um, on PC,
PC.
but, like, even there, they didn't release crazy numbers, right? They didn't say, "Yo, we have 7 million players or 5 million."
Do you
No, like,
think that
it's
part of it was also, like, bringing light to the fact that it didn't sell on PlayStation?
well, that's the reason why they for sure didn't wanna say anything,
Yeah,
but
because then
we
you
know it's
mhm.
still even on PC, it's dwindling down, right? Like, so the moment it
The
had
mockery when Phil was like, "Well, listen, I don't even know why this is not on Xbox." You know what I'm saying?
eh, might as
Like,
well.
what's going on?
They'll make the moves, they'll make the moves. Bob McPee asked, "Do you eat mayonnaise?" Yes, I do. Just not it's not like a, "Oh my god, I love mayonnaise," you know what I'm saying? But it's, you put a little mayonnaise on a sandwich and that's good. No biggie. Paulie Baba, what's good, fam?
What's up, baby?
All CFD success on PlayStation means is Microsoft execs are gonna put more games on PlayStation. I don't like it. See, I don't Paulie Baba, I don't think so. I don't think
I
so.
think that
I I
it
don't think
caused
so.
stress to the brand, and they're very well aware of that, and so that will be kind of like a tough choice to make,
So I don't
but
think I
what
just think the
resonates with me real quick, C
Go
Money,
ahead, my
is
bad.
the fact that what Matt Booty says, some games are bigger than the platform, and I think Sea of Thieves that was something that they felt. And then the other, I feel like Grounded as well, they felt the same way about. But I feel like the other two were more of like a test, like especially Pentiment. It was kind of like here, throw that in there too. Um,
So the single player game sucked ass,
yeah.
right? On PlayStation. And this is just what we know, right?
No,
Like
you
this is
know
just the
what to say,
reality.
C Money.
What?
Your legendary words.
Oh, nah, I forgot the legendary word.
Donkey dick.
Oh, Donkey Dick. Yeah, 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 yeah. Not great over there. Not great over there. But I think that I think live service game doing well over there doesn't equate to Microsoft saying, "Yo, we got to go put more games over there."
I don't
I
think
think
so.
I think this is just a perfect storm. Sea of Thieves is a phenomenal fucking brand. Like the name of it, the art style of it, the type of game it is, it fills a niche that doesn't exist over there. Um, that they don't have anything for. And again, it's just like the perfect storm of a game for them to go over there and grow. And again, as much as we can feel in our ways about these games going over there, none of y'all were playing Sea of Thieves for the most part, right? Like there's like we weren't like that's not necessarily the hardcore gamer game, right? Like you played it in the beginning,
That's
right?
not
Because
what
your
brings
first
you
hype came
over
in.
to Xbox, right? Those are not the exclusives that
Well, I
kind of
think
like
I think if it was gonna bring you over to Xbox, it already did it.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's remember, this is a 6-year-old game, right? Like this is not a spring chicken, right? They didn't just release this thing,
And I
right? So
also feel like they put enough into the game to go ahead and maximize what comes in from it. Like,
well, they're still going with it,
yeah.
right? Like it's still a game that they're gonna keep updating because it's a popular game. It has like 35 million players on Xbox and PC, right? Like that's huge, right? And then again, you move forward and you add the PlayStation, like that's what obviously what the topic is today, the beginning of it at least. But it's a big deal, right? Like it's a big difference, and we can see already that the PlayStation dudes are flocking to it. So, but I again, just to kind of circle back on it, I don't think these successes equal more games coming to PlayStation. I think if they develop a live service game from scratch, a new exclusive that's on Xbox and PC, and years later it kind of reaches its max, yeah, they'll put it elsewhere.
And what
But
a
it's not gonna
mockery,
be a
by the
big brand.
way.
It won't be Halo, it won't be anything like that. It won't be like the next live service Gears is not gonna
Yeah,
go over there, you know what I'm
I don't
saying?
think so.
No, no.
There's no way.
He also says, "Hit the like button."
That thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
Pauline.
you. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, that will damage the brand. That will be a
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
problem.
For sure, for sure. Gotham guy, what's good, homie?
What's up, baby?
Oh, shit. I do like the other Tootsie Roll wrap flavors like orange, cherry, and lime. I didn't even know there was other flavors of it,
Yes,
bro.
the vanilla one is banging, but that's when you show me like that's candy, right? And it's like, okay, I know what I'm getting into. When I feel like the other one is chocolate and it's not, it doesn't have that creamy, delicious smoothness that chocolate has.
So Sean Johnson says, "Damn, see, I love me some candy corn." Sorry, man. Sorry, man. Listen, I didn't mean to shut it down, but it ain't great for me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't great for me at all. But yeah, all right. So kind of moving forward with the topic. Sea of Thieves, I put it up there dominating PlayStation. If you look at the thumbnail, you see all the other games that have come out exclusively on PlayStation. And it's just a matter of like this is a game that's number one, 6 years old. Okay. And there there so much more hypeness on the PlayStation side for this game than literally anything else they released this year, which is wild, which is wild. So where
The
is it?
the irony behind it also is the fact that PlayStation cannot seem to make these type of games, right? They can't figure it out. And for Phil to go out there, have this game over at PlayStation and have it sell the way it's selling, it's kind of like, look, I can make the game and I can sell the game. We know damn well that PlayStation will never be able to like actually give the money in time because again, as a reminder, this is not how Sea of Thieves release. Again, this is a six-year old game, and
Yeah, it's old.
and
Yeah,
there's been a lot of work put into it, and that's not something that the PlayStation brand is known for. Um, so it's just funny to me.
absolutely. Let me get this up here. Share this. Go here. Go here. Go there.
Shout out to One Punch Jedi. Thank you so much for rocking out with us. Happy Sunday to you, love. And thank you
Oh,
so much for that $5 super chat.
yeah, thank you so much, bro, for being here. Appreciate you. Homie says, even if all four games did good on PlayStation, that's more of a reason to tell Phil they need to buy an Xbox than port more games. One Punch Jedi, you're absolutely correct. I think either way was going to do that. And again, I when you listen to that podcast, the official Xbox podcast, and you hear how they're explaining it and what they're thinking and their rationale behind this, it's never been a, "Hey, I wanna go port all these games to PlayStation if this does well." It was about on the smaller end, right? When it comes to a game like Hi-Fi Rush, they specifically mentioned, games that we might wanna make sequels for. Is it worth making sequels? In the actual, that trailer they did for PlayStation 5, it says, right, "No one knows who you are," right?
Yeah,
So it's like,
that was pretty dope.
is this was
And
this gonna
and
help
no one
people know who he
they still
is?
don't know.
They still don't know, right? So that is gonna 100% put a sequel in question, right? Is it worth making a sequel, right? Pentiment, these passion projects. Well, it didn't sell worth a shit on Xbox. Obviously, the people who played it mostly through Game Pass, but like it didn't sell that much, right? So the question is, hey, do we invest this much? Like, did we don't know what takes place back there, right? So did they go ahead and they go to Phil like, hey, Josh Sawyer's like, yo, I have another idea for like this small tiny game, and we want to spend this much, and they're like, maybe hey, the only way we can say yes is if we know we're taking these smaller games and kind of putting them somewhere else later on and
Yeah.
seeing if we can recoup some more costs, or they say no, because look, it
Listen,
didn't
maybe
sell
the
worth a
money
shit
that
before,
comes
and it's not
in will
worth
go
selling shit
ahead and
now.
fund the next one that you want to make. I don't like the idea that people think that just because they have so much money, they can go ahead and spend so much money on everything there is. In order to make to spend money, you got to also make money. And so it's not a just a free for all, let me toss it everywhere. That's irresponsible, right? I'm sure these things have budgets, the numbers that come in, if they don't match the numbers that go out. I mean, we do know how Phil felt about Bungie, right? You guys spend more than you bring in. That's why he freaking passed, right? And so these are things to consider. They always buy at a decline when it's necessary, when they need it to save, right? And so I think that there's more to it than they have money to go ahead and keep doing. You
Yeah,
got to be responsible with the money that you have.
agreed. Agreed. Yeah, that's really for me, that's really a big part of it, right? Like it's the idea here is that you're going to go ahead and, for me, I look at it when you read it is that they're just testing for
Yes.
themselves whether they would invest more. Same thing with something like Sea of Thieves, right? Like Sea of Thieves is a game that they wanted to keep making, right? So guess what? The people at Rare who love Sea of Thieves and the people who went to Rare to work on Sea of Thieves, guess what? Now, seeing how much the PlayStation audience is sweating this shit, yeah, they're gonna have a game that they can keep working on because the people are feeling it, right? So it gives them the ability to keep working. And we said this about Phil, man, and I don't like fuck the whole pony Xbox situation. Phil is his gamers are first, right? So his audience, his people who play his games over on Xbox and PC, they're first. But his devs are right there too,
Yes.
right? It's not like a second, it's like just like this, right? So consumer and dev right in that same ballpark, right? He wants to make sure that the devs that are working at Xbox are satisfied and are happy, right? That's why he let a Josh Sawyer make this little ass game that nobody was gonna buy. He knew that there weren't any, like, nobody was confused about that shit, but they said, "Fuck it, let's let them make it," right? And this is where they are. And with a developer like Rare, who really has been all in on Sea of Thieves. Obviously, we know they're still working on Everwild, but this is what they've been doing. And it's like, yeah, they want to keep trying to make it. And it's like, okay, listen, we will go ahead and do that so you can go ahead and keep making that. Now we found out with Grounded that Grounded is a finished product. Even though it was a for intensive purposes live service, is not going to be live service anymore, right? The final update is coming out, so they're not adding anything else to the game. So that's a middle ground test, right? Like it's live service, but it's also you know, just a co-op
Yeah.
game that you could play online now. So, we'll see how that one does. But Phil's not fucking around, man. He's taking care of his people,
When is
and that's why
Grounded
we like it.
releasing?
No idea. Sometime in April. I think everything. But I think Sea of Thieves is the last one that's going to come out
Yeah.
April 30th. I think. Um,
I have
Dark
it
Angelic,
somewhere.
the homie, man. Thank you
What's
so
up,
much for being a
baby?
member for 4 months, man. We
Thank
appreciate you, homie.
you.
Thank you, brother. Says, hit that like button, folks.
Thank
Keep
you,
this channel
baby.
going strong. Love you all,
Yes.
even you
Love you,
pathetic pork
baby.
begging ponies. Gonna enjoy my dark chocolate mocha now.
Oh,
Oh, there we
enjoy.
go. That's what's up, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Uh, wait, did I just? Yes. Okay, there we go. Okay, so yeah, so as far as um Sea of Thieves, right?
Yes.
Again, you look at the image I'm showing you on the thumbnail. It's it's blowing past everything that is already out, right? People are just obsessed with this in a way that they haven't been for anything else that PlayStation has released. So if you look over here, right, Sea of Thieves on April 12th, when the closed beta started, right? So on April 12th, they say the Sea of Thieves PlayStation 5 closed beta is now live until April 15th. Carry progress over to launch and earn the Dauntless Adventure sales and title for taking part for use exclusively on the PlayStation platform. Right. So they have, and then you can pre order it. Right. But when you go ahead, they quote tweeted that right after. Okay. And it says the PlayStation 5 closed beta is currently experiencing a high volume of new players, which may result in longer wait times than normal as pirates enter the Sea of Thieves. Thank you for your patience, everyone. So, again, first day, right? Coming out the gate and too popular. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, think about this. They went ahead and they said, all right, let's have, X many servers ready to go. And they have to already have wait times right on day one, right? Like that is huge. We remember it, Sea of Thieves was the number one pre-order title, number one, like number one, four, and like
Yep.
all of them were in
It
like the
took over.
top 10 essentially. And this is directly showing you that that wasn't just fluff, right? Like these people are pumped, right? Like they're ready to
They're
get in
ready.
there.
Yeah.
They want to go in and play this game. And good for Rare, right? Like good for Xbox that this title, Sea of Thieves, is going to get like the extra exposure, right? Because I always said it, man. Like Sea of Thieves is a dope ass name,
It
right? Like
is.
it's perfect, right, for a pirate game. Perfect for a live service game. Um, but it's just wild that this is what the
The
ponies are
artistic
playing,
take
bro.
on it too is really,
Oh
really
yeah, the
dope.
way it looks,
Yeah.
everything. They nailed it. Um, but you look at what's going on here, and it's like they prefer our games, dude. They've been showing it. And that whole, port begging, pathetic pony, all that whole thing that everybody writes all the time. Like, this is just the
It's
reality.
the reality.
Now Fillmore Pockets, I just saw this right here, and
What's up, baby?
100% bars.
Welcome. Happy
First of all, thank
Sunday
you for
to
being here,
you.
my brother. Says stampede Stampedionis. Stampedionis breaking the servers after hating on this game for years. So that's the next part that Stampede Ponies. Got it. That makes sense. Yeah. Um, I literally that's where I wanted to go with it next, right? It's so funny, right? Like they're so obsessed with it, right? But on Twitter, if you go based off of everything that that
They've done. Yeah.
the ponies have been talking about all these years, they made fun of this game, right? This game was a mockery. And it's like, bro, look at them. Look at they're hooving
Can't
for it. Like
wait. They can't wait.
they
Yes.
cannot wait. They're
They're
sitting there on their
galloping their asses
they're
to
trying to get their
dusting
controller.
off their freaking PlayStation. Time to play a real game. You're welcome.
Facts, man. Facts. It's crazy. And it's just like it doesn't make any sense when you
No
take
shame
what they
either. Like,
say.
they're not even holding strong. Like, you know what? Let's not even give them the satisfaction. They're just out there. They
Yeah.
don't give a
They're like,
crap.
finally.
Shamelessly.
And
Shamelessly.
understand, this is the big difference, bro. Hold on. I need a sip for this one. Helldivers 2,
Mhm.
PlayStation exclusive second party game, did dog shit on PlayStation.
It did. It
Dog shit.
did.
PC is the only people who've been playing that game. Okay. Very little people playing it on PlayStation. But the cartoon pirate game from Xbox goes to PlayStation and breaking servers. People are lining up trying to get into this game. Come on, man. What are we talking about here, bro? Like, this is wild that they have the
The
balls
thirst is
to do it.
real, see?
Super thirst,
It
bro.
is. It is. They're dehydrated over there.
It's true.
And Phil decided to sprinkle some piss on them. You know what I
Some
mean?
piss.
Yes.
Sprinkle the piss.
Sprinkle it.
So you're talking R.
That was
Kelly
just
style.
a little
You're
take
talking
it.
R.
You
Kelly.
know what I'm saying?
Got it. But then you said take that, right? So then
Take that.
R. Kelly mixed with Diddy. Got it. Got it. This
You
is
know how it be. Phil's not messing around. Nor Kelly. I mean,
no R. Kelly. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Um, yeah, it's a big deal that they were able to come out and release this game. It's not even out yet. It's not even out. The crazy thing is when Xbox is gonna end up like releasing sales numbers for for Sea of Thieves, right? Like they're gonna be putting it out
that's what
there.
I'm waiting for. Like, I
Yeah.
wanna know, like, what is like, yes, it is shutting things down. They're freaking popping over there. I wanna see those numbers. I wanna know what the numbers are when the PlayStation players are hyped about something.
Yeah, no,
This is a big deal for Xbox to yes, Call of Duty is a big deal. Minecraft is obviously a big deal, right? For them to come out here with Sea of Thieves and have this type of impact on a dead freaking box, because let's keep it real, they're not out there trying to play games or trying to buy games, and so I mean, that's a testament to the game and what they can do. This is an opportunity to show to themselves, right? What they've got, what they've done. Big deal.
so I mean, it's
Congrats, Phil.
validation, right? It's validation, right? It shows
Exactly.
that they do have IP. Because again, you release Hi-Fi Rush, you release Pentiment, right? That has to take, even though for us we're like, good, it didn't do good there, right? It has to be a little bit of like a ego
Absolutely.
hit, right? Like, oh, look, they don't want our game either over there, right? Theoretically, right? That's what they see. Um, but now you have Sea of Thieves going over there, and people are clamoring for it. I mean, you know that IP special, right? Like, you know that it's a bigger IP than you thought. And when Matt Booty was saying that,
Exactly.
this is what he was referring to, right? Like, you know, you don't want to stifle the growth of, Sea of Thieves. You want to let it prosper. You want to let it bloom. At the end of the day, it's still an Microsoft IP. It's still an Xbox first party game,
This is
and it's just
also
reaping the benefit. It's
a
like
big
Minecraft.
very smart of them because these are very different games that they decided to put on different platforms, and so when you have that dynamic and you get to see what the what PlayStation cannot test out because they don't have that variety, right? So you get to kind of see what is it that they're waiting for, what is it that they're hoping for, what kind of games they're actually gravitating towards and wanna play. Yeah, it's pretty dope, and for them to show up for an Xbox game after all the hate that they put out there towards the brand and the games that, that they make, it's like, "Okay, well, thank you for the validation."
It also just lets you know that these Twitter ponies are nothing.
Exactly.
They mean nothing. And that's the best part of it,
Yeah,
because it just
and we
shows
say it
how
all the time,
irrelevant
see,
they are.
Twitter is such a little bubble, right? When in comparison to what's really out there, and honestly, the consumer that matters, that are actually out there supporting and buying the games.
100%, 100%. Well, I mean, we know that factually, right? Like, Twitter thinks that they have some type of, like, the people in Twitter think they have some type of power over YouTube, right?
Yes,
But it's like the reality is, like, when you're talking shit about these other channels, at the end of the day, you're not talking to the people who are showing up, right?
exactly.
So, like, when these ponies are out here talking shit about these Xbox games, or, saying how trash they are, and then, like, look at what happens when they get one that's a big deal to them.
Well,
Like,
listen,
they're
we've said
lining
it
up for
before.
it.
These ponies are a walking contradiction. And so this is just living proof of it. They say one thing, they do the other.
Bars, bars. And I mean, it's
Hey,
a
Reese, good morning, baby. I see you.
oh, Dave Reezy, what's good, fam? It's just, they hate on it so much, right? But again, you guys have constantly said it, right? And there's a reason why this, like, tagline is there for them. But, like, that whole pathetic pork begging ponies, right? Like, this is what they do. They sit there and they hate on it until they have the idea that they're going to get it. Same thing when that whole craze was going on, right? When people were losing their minds, every game's going to PlayStation. They showed their colors so quickly, how pumped they were for the idea of getting Starfield after they were trashing Starfield so much. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy that that's how far that they were going, only to have it where once it got taken away, it's like, "Oh, wait, it's not gonna come?" Right? And then it's like, "Oh, now back to hating on it."
Back to being
Right?
trashed.
Back to
Yes.
hating on it, right? Same thing with Hellblade 2, right? Now, oh, 30 FPS,
Oh my
right, is a
gosh.
is a problem for this slow-paced game that's gonna look better than anything that's ever come to PlayStation or any console, or frankly, a PC outside of, like, Cyberpunk fully maxed, right? It's like this setting new bars, right? A new standard for what graphics should look like, but they're gonna cry about the 30 FPS, but it's like,
It's not just the freaking ponies crying about the 30 frames per
that's
second.
true.
It's not just the ponies. And that's what's bullshit, right? Listen, at least this is, if you're going to cry about it, bitch about it, whine about it, but you're not going to be about it, right? Because you're going to go out there and buy the damn game. Don't buy it. 30 frames per second are a problem. Don't buy the damn game. Phil's being pretty straight up, right? The game is $50. Stunning. The first freaking real next gen game that's actually happening, right?
Yep.
30 frames per second. It's a short game. It's all up front, right? You know what you're getting into. You just
Facts.
want to bitch about it. Now, Spider-Man 2, you had to buy the game to find out that it was full of bugs and that it was a mother freaking problem. So that you can't do shit about. That you should have whined about. Right? But somehow the media, anybody who played the game, they had no idea that the game was full of bugs and it was a problem. Nobody knew. And then when you went ahead and got slapped up with all the bullshit and all the problems that Spider-Man 2 had, I mean, they came out here and said, well, I only saw one bug that I didn't talk about. Or, but the story was so good. Wait till you get that story. But that wasn't the problem. The problem was that we paid for something that was not up to par, right? Now that's a situation. That's a lie. That's a problem. That's something to create wave about and be. They got the Puerto Rican flag wrong. Understand.
It's true, yo.
Understand that is a problem. That's something that if that was an Xbox game, it would ruin the entire brand. And it was just full of excuses for PlayStation, right? Now, let me ask you a question, CMoney. Is it a big problem for you that this stunning next-gen game is going to be 30 frames?
No.
It's not, right? It's not. I mean, it's not Halo, right? So Halo was 60, 120 frames, right? But now the idea, and if we can't bitch enough, right? All we have to bitch about is the 30 frames. So now what we're gonna do is make it bigger, and we're gonna say, wait, hold on, Xbox delivering games. Does this mean that every game now, from now on, is going to be only 30 frames per second? Now let's go ahead and make the situation even worse. Let's think of the what ifs or what could come later on in life, as if they're not doing right with every other freaking game by the consumer. Now, I don't think that this game in particular should be a problem, right? I don't think we need 60 frames or we need to cry about the 30 frames because it is a slow-paced game. Is it not? Am I wrong here? Are we fighting 15, 30, 50 people at the same mother freaking time? Or is this a story and we're going to battle maybe one? The combat will be a one-on-one situation.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Then
what is the bitching about? I don't want to get too into it. Happy Sunday to everybody, but I'm sick of the bullshit.
I don't want to get too into it.
No.
20 minutes into the Doodle.
All I'm going to say is that if they freaking hit me up and said, well, listen, Doodle, Hellblade's audio is going to be in slow motion, then we have a problem, right? Then we have a mother freaking problem. But stop finding shit to bitch and whine about. Stop being a bitch. Oh, I'm here. I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to help Xbox. Guess what? You don't work for them and Phil wants your ass fired.
Damn.
He don't need to hear your shit. This is a game that's not even out. It's getting nothing but praise. And the one mother freaking thing that shouldn't be bitched about, they're out there bitching about. Take several seats and shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Happy Sunday.
Jesus. Think you got those
I'm
words?
sick of hearing this shit.
You understand now the position that Doodle has on this situation?
I said what I said.
She did. She did say what she said. No, I mean, but you ain't wrong, right?
I'm not.
You're 100% right. At the end of the day,
and guess you know what's wild?
Yeah, sure.
I got something else to say. The wild shit that's gonna happen is that they claim that they want next gen games. They want things that are for the box. Show me what the box can do, right? And they're gonna hate buy Hellblade, right? Because they're gonna want to find something else to bitch about. I don't understand the mentality, right? If you don't want to fuck with something, don't fuck with it. Step the fuck aside. Nobody needs to know. Pack your shit, go over to PlayStation, see how that goes. Let's see how that plays out. You don't even need to tell us. We don't want to know, right? You want to know? Tell me. You want to know? I don't want to know. I don't want to hear about it. I'm not here for crybabies. Get the fuck out of here, right? But they're gonna buy the game, right? They're gonna stand by. They're gonna buy the game, and then they're gonna, instead of enjoying it, they're gonna say, "What else can I find wrong with it? What can I bitch about tomorrow?" And that's the mentality that they go into. That's what they want to show us. Go ahead, CMoney. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are we positive?
Listen, I can't guarantee shit.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right,
Cool,
this
cool,
is
cool.
bullshit. But I said what I said. I don't want to get too into it.
Yeah, not too into it.
Yeah,
No. For sure. Yeah. So,
what's the bitching about freaking Grand Theft Auto 6? That's what I want to know, right? Isn't that motherfucker going to be 30 frames per second? Right? Where's everybody at? Where's the crowd? Oh my God, Grand Theft Auto's going to be so amazing. I can't wait. They delayed it. Why? Probably because Phil went ahead and paid for the marketing rights, and we're going to get that bitch dropping with the system. That's what I'm hoping for. But oh my God, I can't wait. It's going to be glorious.
Yeah.
That's going to be amazing. Why aren't you bitching about those frames? Right? No, you're so hyped up. That's a big ass motherfucking world that you're going to play for God knows how many hours. Where's the bitching? Oh, I want options. Shut the fuck up. I said what I said. I'm done. I ain't got shit else to say. It's Sunday.
It's Sunday.
You know.
It's
Happy Sunday, everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So,
it's bullshit is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking trash.
I agree. Okay, you're not wrong. The chat is very much in agreement.
Thank you,
with
guys.
you.
You see me. You know what I'm saying. You know
yeah.
this is a bunch of bitching around by a bunch of crybabies. Are you about the games? Play the damn games. Be happy with what you're getting.
Yeah,
And don't even get me into the tipping situation that we talked about the other day.
All right, let's break up the conversation a little bit. All right,
calm down, CMoney.
Got it. My bad. I don't want to be too aggressive
Sunday.
here. I don't want to be too aggressive. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah. So, look, at the end of the day, you're 100% right. 30 FPS is not going to make or break it. Obviously, like I said the other day, we talked about this a little bit. Doc Dark saying, people who are saying that it's okay also have like big PCs and shit that could do 60 and more. Yeah, we have that, right? But to be fair, like again, that's down here.
Life is on the run. I'm gonna play where I can play
where we can play, and most of the time that's gonna be upstairs on the Series X, and it'll be 30 frames per second. And you know what? It's gonna be glorious because at the end of the day, not every game requires that type of FPS, right? Like I don't know, you want to spin the camera faster while you're playing. Like I don't know what is it that you're gonna be, trying to accomplish there. But again, like you said it, and I saw it in the chat too, where people are saying like, yeah, those same people are gonna not say a goddamn word when Grand Theft Auto releases at 30 FPS, which realistically speaking, Grand Theft Auto is the game that you 100% would want to have as a 60 FPS game.
They don't keep the same energy, see.
Yes, exactly. Like Scott the Gamer says, right? Like it's a movie type game, right? Like 30 FPS is fine. Fillmore Pockets is facts, and no PC release date in sight for GTA 6. While HB2 Hellblade 2 is on PC at 60 FPS or higher. Everyone crying about frames has a super PC.
Freaking
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? Like don't be dramatic about it. You know what I'm saying? Dark Doodle is savage. You need a new Dark Doodle emoji. You know that one doesn't even quantify what you are in right now. So somebody said they're unleashing the darkest doodle. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean that's just the reality, right? Like right now we have so much that's coming to us. And at the end of the day, it's all high quality stuff, right? Like Sea of Thieves, right? That's from a different era. That was like from our previous era of life, right? That's from Xbox One days, right? So like that game is, great. It has a great audience. They put it over. to, PlayStation. It's doing great. It's gonna do amazing. It'll probably be the most played game on PlayStation. We'll probably see it in the next year monthly active user list for PlayStation, adding another Microsoft game to the PlayStation list. Um, but at the end of the day, um, Xbox is getting the real shit, right? We're getting the shit that everybody has been waiting for, and especially the ponies, they've been dying for these type of games and they ain't getting shit, right? They got goose eggs coming their way,
Yep.
right?
0 frames.
Where for us, we absolutely have everything that we need. But Doodle, I have to take this call real quick. So you can go ahead and continue any speech you want to have about this
The
situation.
situation?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
listen, the reality is that if maybe they don't know the Pentiment is over at PlayStation at 120 frames. Maybe that's what they should go and play if that's such an important thing, right? If that's what they're looking for, then go ahead, enjoy the frames. Go out there. Go out there and freaking enjoy. Scott Gamer Dude, what's up, baby? Thank you for being here. I'm just glad I am all the way in Cali. Oh, let's go. Shout out to Cali. Far away from Doodle Stabby Stab. I love a stabby stab. I'm just saying, do you guys agree? Like, come on, man. We're bitching about freaking 30 frames for Hellblade 2, the one true next gen game that's finally releasing. Come on, man. That's such bullshit. That's crap. Doodle's power level is over 9,000. Day Reese, what's up, baby? Thank you for rocking out with us. Thank you for being here. Coach Hooded Canuck. What's up, baby? Dark Doodle is final boss with 8 pink circles and pink bar. Like a dragon's dog, man. You are loving that game. I gotta get in there. CMoney has been playing it too, but he's playing it here and there. We wish we had more time right now. But yeah, it's the pictures you've shared are freaking stunning. Stunning,
Facts.
stunning.
Mr. Glass, what's good, fam?
Mr. Glass in the building. What's up, baby? I saw Timmy in there too. How are you, love?
Timmy, what's good, fam? Amir Kumar says, did anyone say anything when Zelda ran at 20 FPS? No,
A
of course
minute.
not, right? Because they're not going to, right? And that's the thing, right? Xbox is always going to get shit from the outside, right? But at the end of the day, you know, the Xbox is doing what's right for its consumers, right?
Yes.
If you're not in the ecosystem and you have an opinion, nobody gives a fuck what your
And
opinion
for
is.
their
Mm,
developers too. The developers should determine how they want to present the game. It's up to them. It's their freaking game. If they go ahead and for the sake of options throw in the 60 frames, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to go over there and see what they can find wrong, take a picture, take a clip, and try to present the game in that way. It's
yeah.
not necessary.
Yeah, somebody wrote that before that. Yeah, they'll make it 60 FPS and then the ponies will talk shit about the graphics. And
Exactly.
and that's what I was saying. Like,
Or the
you don't think
Xbox fans will be disappointed.
exactly. Well, you don't think that they've had that discussion? Like, they're not fucking stupid,
They're not
right? Like, I
stupid,
love
man.
how these
Let them do what
people
they
who are
do.
doing this shit on Twitter or complaining about this shit act like fucking Ninja Theory didn't look at it and be like, people don't care about 60 FPS. No, they know people are gonna have shit to say about 60 FPS versus 30 FPS. But you know what? Same way Todd fucking Howard for Starfield said, yeah, I think 30 frames is okay. We're making the game for 30 frames. It's gonna play well for 30 frames. It's gonna look well.
I
Like,
love that. It's his
just
decision
fucking
to
have the
make.
balls to stand up and do it. And the same thing that they're doing on Hellblade. They're like, listen, I don't want to have to make a shittier version of this just so that you can feel good about having a 60 FPS frame rate. And again,
Or go through it making this shit, even though you may not even touch it. Like, come on, man. Enough energy went into this game. Enough work has gone into the game. period. Like,
Well,
they don't
it's
need to do anything
like, listen,
else.
again, if you're making a game and you decide you wanna fucking do the 60 FPS, then you make that, right? That's your choice, that's fine, there's no problem with that, but at the same time, if you're sitting there saying, "Yeah, you know what? We're good, right? We don't need to make 60 FPS for this game is not gonna require that." I can tell you right now, I put so many hours into Starfield, and I can't wait to get back into it, and that shit was 30 FPS on console. Played it there a bunch, it was great. I also played it on PC a bunch at 60, it was great. I played on GeForce Now at 60, it was great. It didn't matter when I played it though. It didn't wherever I played it, I was just playing the game and it felt great. They obviously knew that going into it, they were going to make the proper adjustments. Look at Forza, right? They have Forza Horizon has a 4K 30 FPS mode, right? And it fucking runs beautifully. It feels good. Nothing is crazy. Like they made it for it. And this is just what it is. At the end of the day, just like you guys said, if Hellblade went ahead and tried to push that at 60 FPS, they were gonna have to cut corners. When you cut corners, that's when people come out and try to expose your shit,
Yep.
right? Where you go and they take a screenshot and this looks bad or this looks bad. I tell you right now, there's no screenshot you're gonna take of Hellblade 2 that's gonna look shitty.
Absolutely not. And they know this. They know that that will be the situation. And they want to make sure that this game comes out squeaky clean. And again, if it doesn't need it, and they said, we don't need that, stop acting as if you know better and that you deserve the freaking world. You're paying $50 for the game. You get what you get. Be thankful or don't buy it. Guess what? You do have that option.
Facts. Sorry, I was just reading some of the
Read it to me, baby. Let's
No,
go.
this is funny. Final Boss Doodle,
What's up,
Dark
Mr.
Phoenix
Orange?
Doodle. Miss Orange, was
Oh, I
good, fam?
love
Thank you for being
that.
here.
Dark
Darth
Phoenix.
Kermit, what's good, fam? Says, I
What's
have
up,
a 3K
baby?
PC. I'm playing Hellblade 2 4K 60, local Twitter pony. Listen, it is what it is, man. You gotta enjoy it. It's 100% the way you gotta do it. The Amit says Doodle Apocalypse. Facts. Michelle Alexandria, what's good,
What's up,
homie? Thank you
baby?
for being here.
Welcome.
Says
Thank you
it
for
ticks me
rocking
off
out.
when people debate, quote unquote, debate people by saying, quote unquote, you can't defend this. And if you do, you are stupid and just capping, quote unquote. Says, I don't know why I said quote unquote twice. That's the whole point is that you are reading it once.
Because you're
Whatever.
reading
I
it.
don't give a flying F about 60 FPS. I care if the frames are stable.
Exactly.
Which is crazy because
Exactly.
you're 100% right, and even
Thank you,
Digital
Michelle.
Foundry will go ahead and say that on a constant basis. They much rather have a stable 30 than a fucking crazy 60, right? That's going fluctuating and doing all this shit. And if they build the game for it and they build it in a way that it works amazingly that way, then there's nothing wrong with it. And yeah, you're right. When people try to tell you that you can't defend it because if it's not 60 FPS, then it's nothing. And you're stupid for thinking
Yep.
otherwise. Tell them they can go fuck themselves.
Listen, if you're out there talking stupid shit like that, then you're just a whiny bitch. That's what I think.
Facts. The homie Day Reezy says Doodle power
Miserable.
level is over 9,000. Scott the
I love
Gamer
the new
Dude.
logo.
Yeah, it's really dope.
Yes.
Says, I'm just glad. Scott the Gamer Dude says, I'm just glad I'm all the way in Cali, far enough away from Doodle Stabby Stab. Listen,
Stabby stab. I love a stabby
you never
stab.
know where that stabby stab can
That
come from. All
shank.
right. You gotta always be ready. Um, Mr. Seven Digit, what's good, fam?
What's
Over
up, baby?
here,
Welcome.
dropping bars on these bitches.
Let's
They
go.
need to be supporting Rebirth instead of worrying about Hellblade. Facts. And you know what's crazy? That they did all that shit talking shit about Hellblade, even though, okay, even though the pony media was all for it, all backing Hellblade 2, how great it was, how amazing it is. Everything was being sweated by the pony media outside of a couple that are so steadfast in their pony nature that they didn't want to move, like your Eurogamer or the other ones talking about the frame rates. But outside of that, everybody is sweating that game. The game is going to be amazing, and that's just what it is, right? And we talked about this plenty of times on console, man. Like it's a fixed box. Now, I 100% believe next generation we won't have this issue from Xbox because they're going to have the cloud, they're going to have the AI, they're going to be upgrading the back end to make the system more powerful. So as they use more, they'll have more power, which will always allow for
But
you to
it's
move
not
it
an
forward.
issue. If it's an issue, when it becomes an issue, then let's deal with the issue, right?
Facts. Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is that when you have a closed box ecosystem, at certain point in time, you're gonna have to make a decision, right? There's only so much power in the fucking
Yes.
box, so you have to get to the point where it's like, all right, I'm pushing all the tech possible to make this shit look amazing. So that means I have to keep it at 30
And again,
FPS
I can't
or downgrade
stress
it for
enough
60.
that if the game needed 60 and it wasn't, then that's a problem, right? But if we're talking about a slower paced game that does not need it, and the developers have made that decision, it is what it is. Stop bitching. You don't
Facts.
work there. Come on. People need to like know their place. Stop acting like they matter so fucking much. Go matter to the people that you live with or whoever like shut the fuck up.
I mean, that's pretty much sums
It's
that up.
ridiculous. But we're capping because we're okay with the 60 frames. This is with the 30 frames. This is crazy.
Um, So I saw over here, Mr. Seven Digit dropping bars.
What's up, baby?
Says Digital Foundry recommends you play Rebirth at 30 frames per second since the performance mode is straight trash. I mean, that's the problem, right? When you're gonna go ahead, they forced that mode, right? They knew that shit shouldn't have a 60 FPS because they know the PlayStation can't handle that fucking thing. And it's not like, let's be clear, let's be fucking clear. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is not fucking Hellblade 2.
Mhm.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is a PlayStation 4 game.
Exactly.
This is just the reality of what it is. They're using the same fucking engine as the first one. They didn't change shit. They barely upgraded. You can see all in 30 FPS mode, all the horrible old ass textures they left in
You
there that
cannot
were
compare
so
the 2,
shitty.
it's ridiculous too, and to go ahead and make sure that they recommend to play it at 30 frames, it just shows that having 60 mother freaking frames in there that can't freaking that doesn't run, that doesn't work right, it's unnecessary.
Facts. 100%. It's garbage. You look at that 60 FPS mode that they have, that's the most trash ass mode that I've ever seen in my
And
life.
then you play it at 30 and it still looks like trash. Now that's a problem.
Facts. 100% agreed. Corey No for Life says frames
What's
only
up,
matter in first
Corey?
person shooters. I mean, you ain't wrong, man. I mean, obviously, even in a first person shooter, if it's a slower one, like if they're really trying to do something that's like technically special, that looks mind blowing and shit, and if they make it smooth, it's up to these people. You know what I'm saying? Again, I feel again when you have a closed box ecosystem, they're gonna do what they want. It's their choice, man. It's their choice. They want it to look amazing, so they're gonna do what they can to make it look amazing. If you look at Halo, I think Halo is stunning. Halo Infinite, fucking beautiful. Love that game. They went open world, and it's 60 or 120, single player or campaign. I mean, a single player or multiplayer. You could choose your choice. Fucking stunning game, and they did it that way, right? Because that was their goal, right? So their engine was built that way, everything was built that way. We know Unreal Engine 5 is a 30 frames per second engine that has to be made to go to 60, right? You have to push harder. You have to like not use as much of the bells and whistles, or you gotta like do the back end work to really make that happen. Honestly, Gears 6 might very well end up being a 60 FPS showcase for Unreal Engine 5. Um, but that's just because Coalition's Coalition. You know what I'm saying? Like they're the fucking masters of it. But if we do remember, and maybe this is why it happened, um, the coalition has that I think Caitlin's her name. She's now has her own division in the coalition that's sole purpose is to help the other Xbox studios get good at Unreal Engine 5. which is going to equal pushing that 60, maybe even 120, right? Like they're gonna be doing this because you got to remember Halo, the next Halo looks like it's going to be an Unreal Engine 5, right? Like that was the word, right? They
Mhm.
switching engines, trying to make it so that they can hire people easier because they don't have to teach them, 6 months of a new engine that nobody knows how to use unless you've worked with it. So like that game is going to have to run 60 FPS to 120, right? Like that's the standard, right? It's just what's going to be. So Coalition out here helping these other studios get it done. I mean, that's why you have these type of beasts that work for you, right? Like that is a really, really great thing to have in-house, right? And that's the beauty of
Okay.
it. Um Lad says Starfield is a very smooth in third person on Series X. Yeah, and even in first person, it's really, really good. Um, I agree 100%. Eastside Vandal was good, fam. I see you,
What's up,
brother. Thank you for
baby?
being here, man.
Welcome.
100%. Um, all right. Look, Mr. R says on point preaching. Facts. Probably,
Thank you, baby.
probably doodle.
Mr. Orange, I love the name.
Yeah, it's a dope name. Dope name. Mr. Orange says Xbox is about choice, frames, genres, way to play. Sony fans want to constrain the industry into a mold that helps their narrative. It
Exactly.
doesn't actually matter to gaming. I gotta be honest with you. You're first of all, you're 100% correct. And I don't think that there's a gamer out there in the mass market, not in this small, tiny, hardcore bubble, in the mass market who gives a flying fuck or even knows whether or not the games that they're playing are 30 FPS or 60 FPS.
Agreed.
I mean, that's just the reality. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't have um that we shouldn't have um the 60 FPS games, right? And I'm not saying that studios shouldn't strive for that if they can, right? But I do feel like it's a choice that they have to make, and they have to be able and willing to go ahead and do what they have to do for it, right? I mean, that's just what it is. Wade
And
Johnson,
you're
what's good,
right.
fam?
Listen, the welcome, love. Happy Sunday.
Let's go, baby.
Let's
That's what
go,
he
baby.
Oh my god. Twitter Snake, preach. And of course, you can't forget you can have 1,000 FPS, but that don't matter if the game is
Is dog
dog
shit.
shit.
Yes.
Again,
You already know.
you already know, fam. You ain't lying. That's 100% the situation. If the game is trash, there's no point, right? It doesn't matter. Um, I mean, I don't know.
But those frames, though.
Yeah, yeah, those frames though. Oh my god. How dare you? Jonas the Dad says, "How dare you see money? Pentiment will run at 37K, 480 frames per second on PlayStation Pro." Oh my god.
You
What a
already
joke.
know. You
You do
already
already
know. And you
know.
know what's wild? Like, if it were 60, they would want 120 and they would want more and more. It's just something to bitch about. And that's what's pathetic.
Fillmore Pocket says, "How many frames per second was Foam Stars?" I don't
Exactly.
listen.
Shout out to Rain G4 sliding through.
Sliding through was good,
Let's go.
fam.
Becca in the building. What's up, baby?
Was
Good
good,
morning.
homie.
Happy Sunday.
Jacob says, "Heads up, Pirates and Aztecs are, which is normally 19.99 at Microsoft Store, are 100% off, free. 11 days left." I don't even know what the hell is Pirates and Aztecs, but if you know, go to the store and check it out. It's free, supposedly, which is dope. Amit Kumar, thank you, brother, for
Amit,
being here.
what's up,
Says some
baby?
games will be 60 FPS, some games might be 30 FPS. It all depends on the type of game and what the dev chooses. Facts. I mean, that's really where it is. And like that's the way we have to look at it, right? Because that's just the reality. People
Amit
spend I
dropping
mean, it says
bars.
people spend more time online complaining and whining than actually playing games. Twitter has gone to shit with all the fake outrage, clickbait, BS. I gotta be honest with you. You're 100% right with that because even us, like, I feel like I've been stepping back a little bit from
Yep.
Twitter because of all
It's
the
too
the
much.
bullshit. Like, I'm all for like the pony slander and shit, but it's just like the doom and gloom that is out
Oh my
there, and it's like
gosh.
you know, it's crazy and it's annoying, frankly.
It is.
It's
It is.
annoying.
Go
It's
go touch
annoying.
some grass. Go do something else Find some meaning.
Yeah, like, you
You
shouldn't
need
be
it.
so
Like,
wrapped up
it's so
into
wrapped
it.
up in
Like,
that
shit, we got a
bullshit.
channel, and we're not fucking that, you know,
Shit.
obsessed
That's
with the idea that these
ridiculous.
people are. It's fucking crazy, bro. MCell, maybe they need it too much. I don't know. It's weird. MCell 101 says Spider Cube looked horrible at 60 FPS. Rise of the Ronin looks like hot shit, but the port beggar want to pick apart the true game of our generation.
Yes.
Facts,
Tell
MCell.
them,
Preach.
MCell.
Let them know. Yo, Rise of the Ronin, first of all, that game looks so garbage. It literally is a PlayStation 3 game. How is that not 120 frames per second on the PlayStation 5? How is it that Xbox Series S still has more 120 frames per second games than PlayStation 5? But they're talking about frames. Come on, man.
It's
Um,
ridiculous, bro.
Xena, let's go, homie.
Zena, what's up, baby?
Says 0 because nobody played it, and that's talking about foam stars, right?
Foam
So
stars.
Satnus said 60, and then Satnus was good, homie. And
What's
then
up,
Xena said
baby?
0 because nobody played it. I mean, it pretty much makes sense. Eastside Vandal was good, homie.
What's up,
Says all
baby?
the ponies on Twitter think they are game devs when most of them can't figure out the QTE and Spider Cube 2. Oh my god. Also, Rise of the Ronin was a huge flop on PlayStation 5. Ponies down bad. Dude, the biggest game they got coming is Sea of Thieves, fam.
They're excited for.
Sea of Thieves, 6-year-old game. They've been chomping at the bit. You know how many cubes of fucking salt that they've consumed waiting? It's just not healthy, bro.
It's not.
It's
It's
not
not.
healthy. It's crazy. Oh shit. Jonas did that. This is fucked
Notice it,
up.
Dad. What's up,
This is
baby?
fucked up. This is fucked up. Hey Square, if nobody plays your game, are you still a publisher? Damn.
Oh, I'm gonna take a sip.
Damn. I gotta tell you, that is fucking dope. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. You can push
The
that out.
shade. The shade. Tell them, baby.
No, that's crazy. Obviously, that's like a spin on, if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's around, does it make a sound? You don't know, right? Same thing here. That was beautiful.
That was
Joseph, that that
stunning.
was a that was a good burn.
His square just
That
got
was a
murdered.
good burn. Yeah, Ooh, that was a burn. Square just got murdered. Indeed, that was a TKO. Like
Yes, Jonas.
that was a fucking knockout.
Yes.
Fucking knockout. It's great. Becca says, I haven't really had time for Twitter. I'm too busy gaming.
Woo. Tell them,
I
baby.
mean, I feel that, man. I feel that. Ray G4 says Sony need to worry about spending 300 mil on Spider-Man 2 and then get that money back. Yeah, they definitely didn't make
That's what
money
they're
on it.
stressing
They
about.
barely made anything on that game, so I feel that. It's
The PlayStation 5 is like, what was I made for?
oh
What
my
was I
god.
made for?
What was I made for? That's hilarious. Decado says people need attention on Twitter so much they don't care how they get it.
It's true.
That
See,
is really
that
true.
those are facts.
Those are bars.
Yes.
Rain G4 says Ronin looks like ashy kneecaps and calf muscles. That's fucked up. Oh my god.
God.
Jesse Darby, what's up,
What's
homie?
up,
Thank you for being
baby?
here. Says,
Welcome.
you want that frame rate? Just build PC. That's what you tell them. Oh, wait. Oh, but wait, they all have them anyway, supposedly. And what do they expect out of a $500 box? Again, I mean, that's why people are like kind of dumbfounded by it and they don't understand. Like, dude, like the box is a fixed box. There's only so much power in there. So they're gonna choose what they want to do with it. If that's 30 FPS, you're gonna have to live with that. If you can't live with that,
Don't buy the game.
don't buy the game. Or if you got it like that, go build
Build
a
a
PC.
PC. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the way it is, man. Go buy a PC, go do something. Um, it's just the reality of what it is, man.
Yeah. Crying about it's not gonna fix anything.
No,
You
no.
figure that out.
Amit Kumar says, I can't believe the same dev made Wolong. Wolong looks and seemingly plays much better than Rise of the Ronin. Again, you're not wrong. But this is the difference. Wolong got the Game Pass bag and went into Game Pass day one. Rise of the Ronin, I mean, it was a
You already
PlayStation
know.
game. You
You
already know.
already know.
They didn't get shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever they got, obviously couldn't even cover a texture. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't worth it for sure.
Is it the developers or is it just that the box is not good enough? That PlayStation 5? The one that overheated over and over again when you try to play Final Fantasy?
Yeah, yeah,
Is it
it's
not
not great.
enough?
Facts. Um, Eastside Vandal says, "Poor beggar ponies at an all-time high. Ponies are lobotomizing themselves in the street." Damn. Also, no PlayStation games on the 2023 monthly active user list. Ponies down bad. This is the reality of what it is. Ragey 4 says PS5 is the first console orphan. Damn. Wow. Wow. So
Oh
so
my
you saying it's
god.
Annie? You call the PlayStation hashtag Annie? Except the sun
Oh
ain't
my
coming out tomorrow
god,
for PlayStation. That's a damn shame. That's a damn
damn.
shame. That was hilarious. That was good.
Damn.
Mick Kumar says Rise of the Ronin devs got a box of cookies from Jim Ryan. If that, bro. If that. Um, yeah, listen, a lot of people, a lot of people, there's a lot of love for Final Fantasy here. And it's sad because Final Fantasy was a big brand, man, but it's like they don't know what to do with it and they made the wrong choice, bro. Like, I get it. Back in PlayStation 4 times when they were thinking about when they signed that deal to bring all the complete rebirth, remake, all that shit to PlayStation exclusively, Final Fantasy 16 exclusively. They were in a different place. They thought PlayStation was gonna be this huge mountain of gamers who are buying games. Oh my god, over 100 million PlayStation 4s. Look at all of them buying games. They're not. They haven't. When there was 100 million of them, they weren't buying it, and now that there's 50 something, they're not buying, right? It's the same shit. It was always a ridiculously small amount of people who were buying because at the end of the day, all those people were Microsoft customers. They all playing Call of Duty. They're all playing Minecraft. They're all playing those games.
And
They just use a PlayStation to do it.
the crazy thing is why will you sign, like, such a big deal? Like, they just signed their name to PlayStation, essentially. I think that's the problem. Like, why didn't you leave some wiggle room or take a step at a time? They just like, "Here, take my heart, my soul. I'm with you all the way." Like, come on, man. You don't do that. You don't do that shit. They didn't buy you. You know what I mean? Like, take it easy.
Yep. Rangy 4 saying Final Fantasy should have been multi-plat. It should have, man. It should have. It's so stupid. It was so stupid to do it. And listen, they're going to end up bringing the games to Xbox, but it's like I'm gotta tell you, man, it's like too little, too late.
Yeah,
Yeah, some people are gonna buy it. Some people are gonna be pumped that it's finally coming, but it's not gonna do anywhere near the numbers it would have done if it would have just came out on Xbox and PC at the same
absolutely.
time.
Dude, that was a low blow. It was. I don't care how you freaking frame it or like the excitement of getting something that was once denied to you. Like people take that differently. I know that I wouldn't give two shits. Like a little too late. Get to
Yep.
moving. I don't give a fuck about you anymore.
It-
That's my mind frame, my mindset. But it just it makes you question as well the fact that yes, it Final Fantasy is such a known name and it's been on a decline. And did they feel that way about themselves too, to go ahead and just sign off pretty much to PlayStation, sign their soul to them? Did they not believe in their own, potential or what they can deliver and do? They not believe in their name enough to say, "Listen, we're gonna take one step at a time. Let's see how this deal goes before we go ahead and we sign on the next game?"
Listen, this is the thing that they don't realize what they did, right? So they went ahead and they said, you know what, we're going to make this exclusive to PlayStation because they're going to take us into the next generation, right? At the same time, Sega was like, you know what, being exclusive on PlayStation has sucked so much donkey dick that
There
we're
it is!
finally going to cut that bullshit and we're going to start putting our games everywhere. And you know what has happened? Mm.
They have flourished.
Persona
Yes.
has become the JRPG that everyone talks about and everyone loves, whereas Final Fantasy has done nothing but decline. Literally, from the multi-plat game they made from Final Fantasy 15, ever since then, every game that has gone down, that has come out has gone down
Yep.
in sales
There are
dramatically,
Yep.
not like a little bit difference, dramatic sales difference. It's crazy. It's crazy. And again, there's no listen, I'm not slandering Final Fantasy as a franchise. I feel like they fucked the franchise over.
I feel the same way. And there are decisions in life that people make that have everything you do has an effect, right? It just so happened that this was a negative effect for Final Fantasy and maybe the best situation for Sega with those Persona games to go ahead and branch out and be seen. Although, like, it's just like these Persona games are just more modern. Like it's just it's refreshing in comparison. Um, but listen, if you're enjoying the game, great. I'm glad you're still enjoying the Final Fantasy hype, even though it seems to be something that's just not people are not taking to as well as they used to. Um and I'm sure Square is not happy with the numbers or the route that is taken.
They're absolutely not. They're
Yeah.
absolutely not.
And at the
Um,
end of the day, that's what matters, right? They're the ones that have to make the next game, and they're the
Dude,
ones
they
that have
have
to
to make
deliver and find it worth and feel
part 3.
excited. Like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do next for our fans, right? But when the fans keep on falling short time after time after time, it's like, okay, well, what kind of excitement should I have to go ahead and make something new and enticing for them? Like, I don't know. I feel like they're on that same PlayStation boat. What do I do? How do I get back to where I was? And I don't think they have the answer.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, I you look at it and they are talking about like another 3 years before they finish up this trilogy of remakes, right? So you're talking another 3 years from now, which means that this engine that looked decent in on PlayStation 4, that has now shown its colors how shitty it looks on PlayStation 5. It's also going to be launching in a time where Xbox will already have had its next gen system out. And to be clear, to be clear, right now in 2024, we're about to get games that are going to bring the next gen screaming into reality right now, right? Like Hellblade 2 is just gonna put what a next gen game is supposed to look like front and center, right? Boom, it's gonna be right there, right? So that's 100% happening now, right? In 2027, when they finish up this trilogy, you think let me ask you guys a question. Let's be fucking real about this. Are they making a new engine to do this next game in the trilogy? Are they gonna make a brand new engine that's gonna take advantage of PlayStation 5 to the max? No.
Nope's.
No, it's the same PlayStation 4 engine that they did. That's why they're doing it. They said, "We have the same team. That's why we're able to pump it out in 3 years." Yeah, it's also the same fucking engine, bro. You're not making any upgrades. You're just making the fucking next game in the same place. This is what they're
Exactly.
doing. So you're gonna have a PlayStation 4 engine running the next Final Fantasy or the last part of the fucking remake, right? In a world where Xbox is releasing next gen fucking games.
And you're still
How
stuck.
stupid is this gonna
You're
be?
still stuck. The same freaking situation.
Yep, if
JB, I gotta highlight this real quick right here. This comment. JB says you can't skip Xbox, then expect the sales to be the same when you eventually bring something. You cannot.
maybe you
I
ain't
agree
lying,
with you,
bro.
baby.
You ain't lying, fam. That's 100% the reality. You can't. And this is what they think. They think that they're gonna just smooth in later and fucking do it, but it's not gonna happen. Barely anybody's gonna do it. Maybe a couple million people will buy it. But look at what happened with the first remake. It's been how long? And they only sold around 7 million copies? Years. 4 years ago, this game came out and only sold 7 million copies to date.
Yep.
To date. They released on PC after, but what happened? Nothing, because you lose the fucking hype, bro. Nobody's hyped for your game years later. I listen, the day that they show that PlayStation, I'm sorry, the Final Fantasy trilogy is coming to Xbox, yeah, we'll make a video or talk about it on the thing. Like, look, it's finally here, great. But it's like, the fuck cares at that point? What are we
Exactly.
gonna be
You know who
playing by the time
cares?
that
The
next one?
ponies care that they're getting Sea of Thieves 6 years later because they ain't got shit going on.
That's
But
true.
listen, Imma tell
Those
you right
motherfuckers
now,
show
when
up.
you have motherfucking Game Pass and you're eating good and you know that you have the motherfucking biggest games in the world coming to your box, you don't give a shit about Final Fantasy, and that's where it's at. Shout out to RWK88 Sapio. What's going on, baby? Welcome. Thank you for rocking out. And Eastside Vandal says, hell no, CMoney. Square wants to get Final Fantasy VII behind them.
Yep.
They ain't spending money on a engine. Ponies down bad. Ponies
Facts,
are
bro.
down
Facts, dude.
bad.
Facts. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
It
Like,
is.
I don't know how you can like, how can you still be a pony? Like, how can you? I don't even know. How do you qualify to be a pony now? So it's just now you're just talking shit. You're not repping PlayStation. There's nothing to rep.
There's nothing to rep. They ain't
Nothing to
shit
rep.
there.
You're gonna rep
Sea of
multiplats?
Thieves. They're gonna rep Sea of Thieves.
Thieves. They're gonna
Yeah, yeah,
become
yeah, yeah,
Xbox
yeah, yeah.
people, bro. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
this is
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yo, Phil's master plan is fucking unveiling, yo.
It's
They
wild.
literally turning these ponies into Xbox people
They don't even
against their
know.
fucking will.
They're like, what is this?
It's the only
What's
game I
happening
got to
to
play,
me?
and I love it. You're gonna be seeing mad pictures on Twitter from the ponies in fucking pirate hats. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna cut off their fucking leg and put a fucking stick there. They already got hooves. What's the point of chopping one off, getting a hook? You know what I'm saying? They probably can
Yes.
play better with the
Get
hook.
it.
This is the reality, man. This is the reality. It's
Oh,
ridiculous.
man.
It just is what it is. Jonas the dad says, so
Jonas is dad.
Daddy
What's up,
Phil
baby?
Bucks looks at the little orphan PlayStation. Don't worry, little system. Daddy's here. Would you like to be a pirate? Or
Arr.
no, it's true, man. It's true. Decado says the last Square CEO was an asshat. Yo, that's true. Now they remember they got that new CEO over there, and he really, I've never seen a group of dudes hold a hand so
Oh,
long
yeah,
than
yeah,
on
yeah,
that
for sure.
Square stage when Phil went up there. But again, it's like, what are you gonna give to us in the meantime to make up for the bullshit that you've been pulling, right? Like, that's the reality of where we need to see. Like, what are you going to bring over here that means anything to anybody, right? Um, the homie Gotham guy, thank
What's
you,
up,
my brother, for
baby?
being here.
Thank you
Thank you so
so
much for that $5
much.
super chat. It says, I agree, guys. What if Microsoft released an exclusive JRPG for the future consoles created by a Japanese dev? It would run circles around FF7. Gotham guy, not only will it run circles around it, I would imagine that it's going to happen. Number one, I think Sega making Persona 6, I think that's gonna be huge. It's gonna slap the shit out of whatever Final Fantasy got going on. But they've already announced and said that they have been working with Japanese developers on making games. And if I would bet money that they are getting ready for next gen. 100%. 100%. I think you're gonna I think they're gonna do exactly what they were doing before, right? With the Xbox generation going into the 360 generation, right? Like they were getting ready for that gen. I think we're gonna see the same thing now. The difference is we're not gonna feel it now. See, before we felt it when they turned on their next gen engine, right? We felt that shit because it was like, yo, where are the games? Oh, they're all coming out on launch day for the next system. Got it, right? Because they had 5 first party studios. You know what I'm saying? Like we understand, right?
Yep.
But now we don't feel that shit because they have so many first party studios, so many games lined up for this generation to finish us out
Exactly.
that we're not going to notice that they've already I mean, we've seen it. Sarabon has said it. They're going full force into the next gen, full speed ahead. They're ready to fucking go. That's not just words, that's not just console, that's games. Why do you think Caitlyn, over at the coalition is in this team? They're pumping this shit up to get ready. They want to hit so hard going into the next gen. It's not even funny, right? 100%. They're gonna go and do things that we never thought imaginable. We actually got that leak and it said it. I don't know if you guys remember it, but I remember that shit because I was all into that when they were talking about the next gen system. They put in there that they're gonna create experiences that we never thought possible. What happened, Doodle? What happened? Tell me. Tell
I
me.
just turned and I saw this.
Pony's
Shout
going
out
on
to
a
Ray.
farewell tour. Yo, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. This is where they are, dude. This is where they are. It's crazy, but it's the reality of what's happening over there, dude. They ain't nothing there. They ain't nothing there. It's a problem. Um, so look, at the end of the day, we are in a different world compared to these other people. Like we have so much coming our way. Um, it's not even funny.
Yeah,
It's not even funny.
they're getting
Um,
left behind. They've been left behind, and they're
100%.
just gathering pieces to figure out how they can push forward.
Agreed. Agreed. And look, they're
Phil was like, "Let's send them the middle of the sea."
send it to the middle of the sea. This that's where they are, right? They're just basically out there
Exactly.
anyway. They got nothing around them for
What
miles.
a mockery. That's freaking awesome.
Man,
I love it. Ruthless.
he's a killer, bro. I'm telling you, we saw what Mad Booty said. They showed us their true selves and then they covered it up in the court. Like, what do you mean? No, no, no.
What are
We're
you
not gonna
talking
try to kill
about?
them.
What
We're not
are
gonna try
you talking about?
to destroy them. We're not gonna try to spend them out of business. What? Us? No. No, not out of business, just so far down
And you know
that they
what's
have to suck
wild?
our toes to even get a chance to survive. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
They're
where they put
so
them.
cool and collected. The thing is that Jim Ryan has always shown us who he is. We've just seen the way that they behave over at PlayStation. But yo, Phil and Matt, Sarah, they hold those cards close. Those emails leaked and they were like, we're not trying. That was just from like a few years ago. Like, we're not even trying to do that. But it's all lining up. Like, okay, so you bought this, and it's all in here, but we're not doing that anymore. That was just an old plan. Those words had no meaning or
Facts.
weight. We're not trying to spend them out of business.
Facts.
We're just
100%.
joking you.
We're
Lord
just joking you.
Louie,
Oh,
what's
damn.
up, baby? Oh, we clicked
Sorry,
at the
my
same
bad.
time. What's up, baby? Thank you for being
Lord
here
Louis.
and rocking out with
What's
us.
good, fam? Says even the free games on Xbox Game Pass are blowing all these PlayStation 5 exclusives out the water in sales. LOL. Sad generation for you, PS fanboys. Facts.
Or
But
last
this is the thing.
generation. Sad generation, last generation, it's all the
Yeah.
same,
You just
huh?
mix it up. But this is the thing, right? It's funny because this is their forever situation. Like, this is what we don't understand, right? This is literally PlayStation's entire future. This is who they are now. There's no changing it. The only way is for somebody to come and buy them who has some pockets that can make some change. Because the only chance Sony has right now is money coming to them, right? Somehow they need to get an influx of money that's long lasting and stays there, right? That is just their backing that they have a chance because they need studios, they need games to fill to have. They cannot compete, bro. I don't
They
care if
cannot,
all
and
those
they need
studios release
financial
games, it doesn't matter.
guidance. They need to go ahead and figure out how to do things, because they seem to have forgotten.
They just can't keep up no matter what. Even if all those studios that the ponies know and love, Santa Monica, Naughty Dog, all these what is it, Insomniac, all these people, even if they all band together and say, "Yo, we're gonna give one banger a year," right? They're only gonna release 6 games that are of status, and then they'll get no games for 5 years.
Exactly, and that's the problem, dude.
This is the reality of what it is.
And
They
they
don't have
Mhm.
they don't
They
have
don't
anything.
have. So what do you do when you don't have, right? And you also can't buy, right? Because you don't have the money. You haven't even paid for Bungie. And so what are we talking about here?
Exactly. Like, this is the problem. There's no way out for them. Like, if you're a pony right now, you cannot sit there and say to yourself, "Well, this is just a rough patch." You know what I'm saying? "Just a rough patch. We'll be out of it." Listen, I'm sorry. There's no rough patch for you. This is just your rough future, right? This is just where you live right now.
And
It's
take
not
it.
changing. It's not changing. This is the thing. You gotta understand, a great game comes out. That's awesome. That's awesome. But you know what happens after we finish that great game? We're ready for the next great game, right? You don't watch a TV show and say, "Wow, that was an amazing TV show. I'm never gonna watch fucking TV again. Done. I don't need it. I don't need no more shows.
That
Don't
one
worry."
episode was so
Yeah,
good that I'm not gonna finish anything else. I'm
yeah,
not
we
gonna
don't
watch
need
the
it
rest of the
anymore.
season.
We don't
I'm
need it
done.
anymore.
That's
No,
enough.
bro. I'm sorry. That's not the way it's gonna work. And again, yes, none of us has felt this before, right? Xbox hasn't felt it. PlayStation hasn't felt it. No one knows what it feels like to have big games coming to them from first party every single month or month and a half, right? Like every 2 months or so, you're gonna be getting games from Xbox on that type of cadence, right? You're getting between, I mean, they said 10 games coming out this year. Okay. So we know that the front half of this year, we got Power World. Yes, that's not a first party game, 100%. Third party, it's just an exclusive, but it went to Game Pass for us, right? So El Gratis, right? We got that bad boy. It was beautiful, right? And then we got Hellblade coming. Then after Hellblade, there's another 8 games that they're going to stuff in 6 months, plus day and date games that we're getting. That's not, I don't even know if that's not including Stalker 2. That's not including Flintlock that we're getting into Game Pass. Like 8 other first party games. That's crazy. With
That's
games
wild,
and
bro.
expansions, right? We know we're gonna get the next Starfield expansion sometime at June. I believe that it might be a shadow drop. I think we're gonna
Yeah,
at the showcase, they're gonna shadow drop the expansion. Um,
I don't think you're wrong.
yeah, I think they're gonna do that. But like, that's all happening for us. And then every year, that's the situation that we're gonna get. They're gonna have around 10 games that we're gonna get brand new from
That's
first
the new
party.
normal over
That's the
here
new
at
normal.
Xbox, right? And so the new normal for PlayStation is just it's rough to see, and I don't know that it's sustainable in
Eh,
any way. Big Miss Gaming, shout out to my hermano. What's good, familia? Sorry I'm late.
oh,
In the
damn.
hospital, bad asthma attack. We love you,
Oh, damn,
baby.
homie, you alright, man?
I hope you're good.
Thank you for being
Please
here,
keep
brother.
us posted, and thank you for stopping by. Thank you for rocking out with us. Um, man.
Yeah, that's
I'm
bullshit.
sorry, bro.
Um, JP1521 says PlayStation still ain't outsell Power World. Facts. Facts. That's crazy. Power World is still, it's gonna basically be the high selling game until like Call of Duty and shit like that come out. That's insane. Mr. Arnold says Mark Cerny said he used the same dev environment as the PlayStation 4 due to something he calls time to triangle. It's supposed to help games keep continuity. I don't know. Fuck. With last gen development, their PlayStation 4 games at 60 FPS. Yeah, that's wild. Issa Vandal says ponies were crying when Phil was on stage in Japan performing a circle jerk with Square Enix. Naughty Dog ain't releasing the game till next gen. Ponies down bad. It's almost wild to think about. Rangy 4 says Microsoft will sponsor a No Pony Left Behind program. Damn, damn, that's wild.
Nobody left behind. Damn. You guys, my people.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, um, PlayStation really has shit. You know what's sad? When you have 4 exclusives come out that are not first party, but you have 4 exclusives come out and nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Helldivers, the biggest game to flop ever because it was a huge game on PC, but completely flopped on PlayStation. How does that work? How disrespectful are the PlayStation ponies that they have a game that is successful on PC and that doesn't even drive them to
That's a
go buy it?
hard pill to swallow.
We know they didn't get it for free. You know what I'm saying? We know they're not getting it for free, so they didn't want to buy the game that they had that came out. It's sad, man. It's sad. And then everything else, trash. Crazy that that's the situation that they had. Um, oh my god. Sotness says netball 24 carry PlayStation 5 this year.
Oh my god, let's go!
Yo, if you don't know what netball is, just just go to our show from Friday night
Friday night,
and
Night Quest, we had a
get
blast.
to the end, towards the end of it where things get crazy, and you'll find out what netball is, and you'll find out what that means, what this chat means right now, because that is hilarious. Um, Mr. Seven Digits says, "Ponies are not playing Helldivers. PC carrying that game to the promised land. Better hope day and date comes soon. Sony can't handle too many more flops."
They cannot.
Yo,
They cannot.
that's wild. That's wild. Yeah, it's true, man. It's true. And I think the hardest part for the ponies is that they don't know what it feels like to get games in Game Pass for free. So like what they don't realize is like when they think about, well, those games are everywhere. What they don't realize is like, well, I mean, everywhere else has to pay for those games. Like, those are gifts. Like, Phil is like Santa, and every Game Pass drop is like Christmas, right? So you just go and you wake up, you run to your console,
What I
right?
get?
What I
What I
get? And then
get?
boom, there it is, a brand new game that I can play for free. That's not some old ass game or just something that's randomly put in there. These are new games. We get some big ass bangers in there. It's a beautiful thing.
It
It's
is.
a
It
great time.
is. It
It's a
is.
great time to be
Lotus
an Xbox fan.
3, welcome. Hola.
Hola,
Feliz
Lotus.
domingo.
What's good, homie?
Bienvenida. Gracias por estar aquí con
Thank you for
nosotros.
being here, homie. Thank you for being here. Um, Eastside Vandal says, "Big game, at least one per quarter. Also, PlayStation Portal was a disaster. Ponies down bad." Facts. Facts. The homie knows,
No,
sir.
sir.
What's
What's up,
good, fam?
baby?
Thank you
Thank
for
you for
being
being
here.
here.
Says, "I think Xbox should fund PlayStation with the stipulation of them dropping all their games on Xbox just to piss off the ponies." No, sir. You ain't wrong. Plus, honestly, this shit's gonna happen anyway. It's gonna happen anyway because they need people to buy the games they make. And again, we just got finished discussing how even a game that did well, quote unquote well, because we didn't even get those numbers
No,
on PC,
getting no
Helldivers,
numbers.
they don't even show up for that. When they see it's doing well, they don't even rally behind it. Like, oh shit, we
It's a
finally got
good
a
game?
game that people are talking about.
Yes.
Let's fucking get behind it. They go and
We're
they look at it.
relevant again.
They're like, all right,
Let's
I'm gonna go play it. Let me go put on Twitter and watch the PC footage. That's their playing. Okay, that's what they do on PlayStation. They go to Twitter, they watch other people play and say, oh yeah, now I know everything I need to know about it. I could talk about it for days. Yeah,
No,
that's a problem.
no, that's an issue.
Absolutely. The homie Mr. Orange says
Mr.
PlayStation
Orange.
is second, third party, paid exclusives, and limited first party releases. That's their now and future, unless they copy Xbox, which they will. Not sure about more games as service games on Xbox from them. The problem is, Mr. Orange, they want to copy. They want to. They want to so badly. They just can't. They don't have the dollars to do it. And honestly, if you're a PlayStation person, right? And they say, okay, we're going to copy Xbox. We're going to release our single player game into PlayStation Pass or whatever the hell they're going to call it. Day one, you'll be subscribed just for that 1 month. You'll play the game and then you'll unsubscribe. Why? Because there ain't shit else in there. So a year or two later, when they come out with another first party
And they're
game,
aware of that, and that's why they haven't done the same thing. And
facts.
I mean, if not, like you said, they go ahead, they look over at Xbox, what are they doing? That's what we're aiming for. We're aiming for Hellblade graphics. Maybe in 2 years, 3, we can get there. Fingers crossed. Like, this is just the situation that they're in, and it's really pathetic to see. That I mean, come on, these are the leaders. These are the names, the big dogs out there. the house burned down and they ain't shit.
Facts. You ain't lying. Eastside Vandal says, "Seriously, I've never seen a game flop as hard as Foam Stars." It was out for a week before I realized it was even released. No one talked about it. I've never seen anything like it before. Ponies down bad.
They're down
Yeah,
bad,
honestly, even
baby.
that Destruction Derby game that they came out with, I don't know if you Destruction All Stars or what, I don't even know what it was, remember what it was called. That game flopped so hard. That was gonna be a regular game. Then they reduced the cost. Then they just made it free, and people played it though for a little bit. Like, people were talking about it for a little bit, and then it completely died, right? This didn't even have that grace, right?
It's like it never happened. It's
It's like a
like
blip.
it never
Yeah,
happened.
yeah, it's like the blip on, um, Avengers, right? Like, the snap, it's like they just disappeared.
It's
Then
yeah, oh my gosh, I love
when
that.
they came
That's
back
truly
5 years
though,
later
like
or whatever it is, it
and
was
but
like,
listen, you're
never
taking
happened. That's it.
that's it.
That's what
Oh,
happened when Phil bought ABK.
oh,
That that was it.
that snap.
That's the snap. That's changed everything.
Big
Big
Miss
Biggest Game in the
Gaming.
homie says, "Ponies can't buy games because their controllers be sticky from the hub." Oh my god. Listen,
Shout out to Garcia in the building. What's up,
Garcia,
baby?
what's
Sea of
good,
Thieves
fam?
is going to outsell Helldivers on PlayStation 5. I have a gut feeling.
More
Yes.
people are trying to
Yes.
play Sea of Thieves right now in beta form than people are willing to play Helldivers in full release.
Damn. Damn, you
That's
said it,
crazy.
see? And you ain't lying. You are
Facts, yo.
not lying.
Facts.
Shout out to General Spartan. I
Oh, General
saw you
Spartan, yes, sir.
somewhere.
Yeah, he's right
Hold
there.
on.
One second. He
Can't
says,
find.
JB1521 says, "Xbox fans are the real gamers. We stay 10 toes down."
Woo!
Facts, bro.
Get it,
Facts.
baby.
Yeah,
JB.
this is,
Here we go.
he said he
Found
got
you.
his camera
General
fixed. There we
Spartan,
go.
what's up? How are you? Thank you for rocking out. General Spartan was rocking out with us on Friday for Night Quest.
Night Quest,
No,
yeah. Night
Night
Quest.
Shift.
Night Shift, yes.
Yes.
Confusing me. Alright, so, yeah, listen, we know these ponies are fucking, they're on some other shit, right? So they're fucking dying out here,
They are.
struggling. Wow. Over on our side of the fence, right? We have, let's see, let's do this right here. We have a little thing called
Ooh,
Fallout,
let's
right?
go.
First of all, our show out here smashing shit. Fallout, the show is fucking amazing. People are losing their minds about it. They just announced achievement unlocked, not trophy unlocked, ponies.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Achievement unlocked. Okay, number one on Prime worldwide. Every single country has eyes on Fallout. Number one, sweating it. What does
Rightfully
that
so.
mean for Xbox? What does that mean for Microsoft? Well, it means that they've gotten a
Woo!
200% player count boost amid the TV show hype.
Let's go.
200%, and that's across the motherfucking board, bro.
Shout out to G Maybe. I see you in the chat.
You may be in the street. What's good,
What's up,
fam?
baby?
You know what? He has a it's so true right here. G maybe says, even if Microsoft offered to help Sony financially in their current situation, it wouldn't help. Sony management has no direction for the future. They
It's
they
like,
don't know what
listen,
to do because they
yes.
painted themselves in a corner. This is the problem, right? Everything is dope when you have hits, right? But think about like music artists or movie directors or anything like that. There's plenty of these people who come out and who've made a hit, right? The problem is they go and they try to make a different song, and people were like, "I don't like
What
that
are you
shit
singing?
because that
That's
doesn't
not for
sound like
you.
that other type of music that you used to
Yes.
make." That's why there's so many artists who stay in their own bubble for so long, but then when that bubble pops and people don't want that anymore, they don't know what to do. This is what PlayStation did. They found a hit, right? Last of Us on PlayStation 4 changed the game for PlayStation, right? Just what happened. I'm sorry, not on PlayStation 4, on PlayStation 3, right? Last of Us changed the game, right? It gave them a roadmap. They found out what people loved on their platform, and they made every single game after that a clone of that experience. Sad Dad Simulator, third person over the shoulder, no range, no variety, all the same shit, just different themes, right? Post-apocalyptic, feudal Japan, whatever else they did, right? They did a couple, right? The was it Days Gone,
Mhm.
similar to that other type of game, right? So like they found that formula, and now that's all that the people who hype up PlayStation give a shit about.
That's what they reference, you know what
And
I mean?
now
That type of game.
exactly, but now when they look at that and realize that even those games are not selling, question, where is the God of War Ragnarok hype train? Where is that? Where how many did that sell? Did did it sell 30,000,000? Did it sell
It did not.
25,000,000?
It did not.
No, no, it didn't. It didn't, right? So the whole thing that the the Sony situation is involved in right now is that they don't know what these fucking people what to do because they only will hype up a game that fits that mold, but then when the game fucking comes out, they don't buy it. They don't buy it. So what are they doing? Right? They got to spend all that money because they don't have like super talented teams. They have talented teams with with inflated budgets, right? You give them all the money in the world and
They'll
they come
figure
up with
something
something.
out.
But they don't have like a Ninja Theory who's producing something that looks like it costs $500,000,000, but instead it only costs $50,000,000,
They
right?
couldn't even figure out how to put a team together for gas games. Isn't that pathetic?
But that's and they hired the fucking company that supposedly was one of the people who kind of ushered in these gas games, right? Like I tell you right now, Final Shape, right? That's the new DLC for the new season or whatever. Listen,
Yes.
the Destiny people are hyped for it. Um, but that's the only people who are hyped for it. I don't see anybody who's not a Destiny head
Making a big
or a
deal about it,
recovering
yeah.
Destiny
Like,
head
"Oh my gosh,
making
now
a
we
big
gotta
deal
go
about
ahead
it.
and try this out."
Nobody's saying that. No one. I sure as shit, I'm not. I didn't look at that and be like, "Oh my god, look at this." They're fucking hyped because they got a new enemy. There's a new enemy type in that game, and it only took like however long the whole fucking Destiny universe has been since part 2 or whatever when whoever they introduced. Like that's where they are. Like that's the level they have. You think that's what they're okay with? You think that's what they want? Sure. They're going to bring some of those people who left back for a little while, but what are they going to do again? If they didn't stick with you
This
the
is the
first
Final
time,
Fantasy
let 'em fucking
effect.
go.
Same shit is gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's multi-plat, but again, you're not doing anything, unique or special that's gonna bring new people in. People are tired of the game. Not every game is designed to last forever or should last forever. You know what I'm saying? There's some
Fortnite
games you just
is.
gotta move. Yeah, Fortnite is.
Harry
Fortnite
hung
is.
low, I see you, baby. Welcome. Thank you for rocking out.
Harry Hunlo, he's out here creating a little bit of a stir with the
Is he?
homies. Yeah, yeah, he's
Oh,
a
oh,
lot of
okay,
questions going
okay.
on. The homie Big Mix Gaming, man, what's good,
What's up,
fam? Thank
baby?
you for being here, homie. Thank you for that super chat, man. Appreciate you, homie.
Thank you
Says
so much.
talking about Fallout brought a smile to Doodle's face. Hide that controller, see money. That short was hilarious, but beware the
Thank you, love.
chancla.
Beware the
Yo,
chancla, you never know. You
yo,
never
this is the thing.
know.
This is the thing. That short, it's funny because obviously we talked about it. We did it. It's funny. You guys should watch it if you haven't. But, like, we didn't talk about the whole thing, we just talked about, like, the idea of what we were gonna do. When she came back and I cut the camera off
No, he
because
did.
I got
He
scared,
did.
I didn't expect her to do that shit. She fucking freaked me out, and then she grabbed the controller, I was like, "Oh, no! What are you doing?" Oh my god, it was hilarious.
Shit.
That was hilarious, yo. Fucking had me dying. Had
Had
me
him shook.
fucking dying. But yeah, it's a, uh hold on. Um, yeah, it was wild that this is a fucking that short was fucking funny as fuck. And the controller, I don't know if you guys got a chance to see it, is fucking dope.
The controller is freaking
Yeah,
fire.
the controller is
It's freaking
really fucking dope.
amazing. And, do you wanna talk about Stellar Blade a little bit, or I mean, we don't have a problem talking about I don't have a problem talking about Stellar Blade. Do you wanna bring it up, or is it just because it's pure trash that we're not necessarily talking about it? I mean, we've brought it up quite a few times. There's nothing else to talk about other than watching the titty bounce and the slow motion taking place. I mean, what else can we say about it?
I mean, honestly, I don't think anybody's talking about that game anymore.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, but listen, my 17-year-old is probably gonna want that game, and
True
probably,
that, true that, true that.
Diddy is gonna want that game. Enjoy.
Facts, facts. Yeah,
I think that
it's a joke.
PlayStation what I can say is that I think PlayStation has figured out that, the ponies spend a lot of time with Pornhub, and so they've decided to give them a little bit more of an organic taste, of something fake. That they can't go ahead and enjoy in real life.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, that's what
that's the
PlayStation's all
reality.
about, giving those experiences to
Yeah, I mean,
their beloved
listen, when you
ponies.
have a game and you're saying to yourself, the only chance we have to get these ponies on board is to show them some fake titties and fake ass and hope that, you know, since they know they're that much further away from real people anyway, they put the real people porn away and just sit there and watch in slow motion as, titties bounce and jiggle. Um, it's pretty sad, actually. It's pretty sad. It's some clown ass shit. You know what I'm saying? It's some clown ass shit. The homie Adidas
What's up,
20.
baby? Thank you for rocking out.
What is good, fam? Thank you, bro, for being here. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Did you see the lady with the mustard glasses?
We
Listen,
saw
we
her.
did. First of all, that
That
was
was
so dope.
awesome. She was out there repping for mustard.
But that wasn't mustard yellow, okay? That was just regular yellow. Now I see Scott the gamer dude, his profile picture is a yellow controller, but
Yes.
understand that those are not mustard yellow. Okay. Mustard yellow is super disgusting in its own league. All right. But Adidas, man, thank you, brother. And yo, that shit was dope. Went to see Mike Epps.
Yes, that was
That
so
must have been really
fire,
fun, man.
bro. I love going to see a stand-up show. They're always pretty awesome.
Facts. Absolutely. Jacob says, went to Wikipedia and counted. And if we exclude remasters where PlayStation owned the IP in Cold War, which SIE published in Japan, you'll only get 8 new PlayStation 5 games from 2020 to 2024. That's a goddamn shame. That's a goddamn shame.
It is.
It really is. It's some dumbass shit that they have. Um, Let me go over here. Hold on. Do this. Do this. Do this. Where are you? All right, there we go. Yeah, I was getting a little tired of seeing the same shit in the chat, so we gotta handle some business, as they say.
That's okay,
Um,
baby. Listen, that's
so
what happens when you don't get real pussy. You
facts,
come over here and you
bars,
talk shit.
bars.
Excuse my language, guys. It's Sunday morning.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Um, but yes, it's a good thing. But let's get back to Fallout, right? So Fallout is having again, kind of like a renaissance with the show coming in, right? You have where is the Mr. Kima. He has put out a tweet says that both games are played by a large number of people. A significant increase in the number of players in Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 days after the Fallout TV series aired on Amazon Prime. It is clear. I think it is clear it's supposed to be up here. It is clear that both games are played by a large number of people, and then they did an increase. Fallout 76, Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas all benefited from having that type of um show come out, right? Something that was a banger, something that people loved. And they really are. I mean, the show it's well deserved, right? Like it's a phenomenal show. Um, People love it. And at the end of the day, you go ahead and you show us some high quality TV content related to gaming. It's already been proven out
It
every
has.
time.
Cyberpunk was listen, they had it was an amazing game, period. It did release with some problems, right? That maybe they
for
just
the last gen
for the
consoles.
last gen
Yeah, for the
console,
last
which
gen
was
consoles.
maybe ambitious to go ahead and make such a incredible game and try to fit it into the last gen consoles. But the show made it relevant again, right? It made it so that everybody can go ahead and kind of be reminded that that game is there and they can go ahead and test it out and see if it was up to par or just go back to it, remind them how good it was. Um so I love the fact that the game adaptations have become such a strong stamp, right? And Fallout, man, that just it was freaking incredible. It was incredible what they were able to give us, and, we've only seen the first episode,
Yeah. Yeah, it really
which
is
was over
something.
an hour, by the way.
Yeah, it was really, really good, and from everything we've heard, every other episode is a banger. I'm ready to keep going, to be honest with you. I can't wait, to watch some more of it. But even, like, you think about, Satna said, "Man, I gotta watch the show. I can't wait to replay Fallout 4 with the update." So this is the thing, I never finished Fallout 4 because it's so long, but I had a really good time with it. It was my first Fallout, actually, that I actually sat there and played. Really, really enjoyed it. But I'm really looking forward to the update. Like, I'm gonna wait till the update drops. I think it's on April 25th. Then I'm gonna hop back in and finish the game with the update because it really felt like it kind of the show gives you that energy. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, this is Fallout. This is the crazy shit that happens in Fallout. Like that first scene felt like the game. Like the first segment of it felt like the game. Felt like you were watching the game. It was phenomenal, man.
They did, such a good job at, like, kind of, like, giving you just because it's gotta be difficult just to create a world, period, right? But to give you different, like, environments that it was such contrasts among them, right? And to be able to just portray each one so authentically, it was wild. I was not We saw the trailer, but then it's kind of like a whole different thing. You get hyped, you get pumped, and you kind of hope for the best. But when you're in there and you're like, "Holy crap, this was better than I thought." I mean, that's something special, bros. And again, Amazon freaking Prime to be able to deliver. And they have their hits here and there, but I just it's not my app of choice when I want to
Yes.
go ahead and watch something or find something where I'm
Find
confident
something, I
that
think,
I'm
is the
gonna
big one.
find something that it's gonna hit or I'm gonna be in the mood for, right? And so it's normally like Netflix, the other apps are kind of like I know what I'm going in there for, right? So there has to be something in there to go and that I already pre-know about. And then if I bump into anything, it's like, okay, great. Apple TV has become a little bit more with more of a variety too, where you can go and find things here and there. But again, Amazon Prime is not where I go to kind of go ahead and find these things, these gems, right? So it's really cool that after
Facts.
they've been trying to find like their thing to be able to deliver something like Fallout, because we do know how much they invested with Lord of the Rings, that show that they made. And listen, we did try. We were hyped for it. We're like, okay, they're putting so much money into it. There's got to be something to it. And it just didn't just grab us, especially, and that's the thing with gaming too, that there's so much out there that there has to be something fun. There has to be something special. There has to be something captivating to keep us there. And if it lacks, it's very easy to move on and go to the next thing. And I think that for Amazon to go ahead and have the freaking Fallout playing over there is going to be a big highlight.
And it's pretty dope how Xbox is spreading it out,
Yes,
right?
I love that too. Yes.
Yes, so they're spreading it out. Obviously, Fallout is on Prime. You have Halo that's on Paramount, and
Which,
then
by the way,
Gears is gonna
only
be on
reason why
Netflix.
we signed up for Paramount,
Yeah.
the Halo show was coming in, and it was like, "Okay, we don't need to know anything else." take my money. We're gonna watch Halo. And like you said, Gears is coming to Netflix. So it's not like they found a corner and they said, "Here, let's dump all of our stuff over there." And this is literally a testament to how they make their games. They make games for everyone and to reach different audience. And that's exactly what they're doing with the shows or the movies. The adaptations are going everywhere. Because guess what? When these people that may not have Amazon Prime but have Netflix, go ahead and check out Gears, or the people with Paramount go and check out Halo, and now they're on Prime. Like all these things are different avenues of people hearing about these amazing games and coming into the Xbox ecosystem. When people run around and they talk about marketing and how Xbox doesn't know how to do it, take a look at that and then think about it again. And then you can ask yourself the question,
Facts,
do they know how to
facts.
market this?
So Eastside Vandal, and a couple of other people too, actually said it, but Eastside says Doodle the Boys and Invincible is on Amazon. It's a must watch. So
So yes,
we watched Invincible most of it. I think we finished season 1. I'm not 100% sure. We watched it with Man.
Madman loved it.
Yeah, yeah, we watched that. That was really, really good. The Boys, the problem with The Boys, was similar to Game of Thrones for us, where it's like the first episode, like, just there's certain things about it, the way that it ended, I think, specifically, again, very similar to Game of Thrones,
It was a
where
while ago when we
it was
watched
really
it,
a long
yes.
time ago. We should probably try it again, but,
Yeah, because
um
sometimes the mentality changes or
yeah, when we first watched The Boys, that first episode really kind of just kinda like the end of it, like, everything was fine up until the very end, and it kinda just turned it for us, and it became something that we weren't quite interested in. I know a lot of people love that show, but it just wasn't something that hit for us, but I think we'll probably give it a good one. But again, you have Netflix getting Gears, right? So Wall Diggity, what's good, fam? Thank you for being here,
"What's
homie.
up, baby? Thank you for
Says,
rocking out."
man, I hope Gears hits. If done right, it could be the most badass show ever.
Absolutely.
I agree. I agree with that 100%. We did miss the homie Ryu You Are Gaming. What's good,
"Hi,
fam?
you are. What's up,
Thank you, my
babe?
brother, for being
What's
here,
good,
man.
fam?"
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for that $2 super chat.
"Thank you, baby."
Says, let me spoil it for you. War never changes. Hashtag no PS6. Yo, I mean, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. But yeah, I really feel like Gears is going to be huge. I think Gears has so much that could be done in a show to really make it pop 100%. G Maybes, thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
Thank you
Says
so
hit that
much.
like button. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Yes.
Um, yeah, it really does. It has so much. We already have like, if you just the games themselves, right? You got Marcus, and then you see that it branches off into JD and Kate, and all like they're able to do more in there. So I mean, I don't know how they're gonna do the show. Is it gonna be like a retelling? Are they gonna like do like a Gears of War 1 situation and just like retell the whole arc for the show? Are they gonna do a prequel? I don't know. I know they're doing two, right? So they have a movie that's gonna be live action, and then they have the show that's gonna be animated. So, yeah, I don't know which way they're gonna go, but they definitely have a lot of
Are
choice.
you in any way disappointed about the fact that it's gonna be animated? Were you hoping for the movie to be
No, no, the movie is live action.
I'm sorry, for the show?
Uh, I mean, it limits me personally. I'm not a big like I don't like watching cartoon stuff too much. There's animes, certain ones that are really, really good that I enjoy. But I mean, for Gears, I'll watch it for
Yeah.
sure. I don't know how good is it gonna be, but I'll definitely watch it. The movie got me super pumped. Like, I definitely can't wait to see that. The show, I just think that you have more breathing room to tell the stories that you wanna
Yes.
tell. So, maybe the movie is gonna be more of like a retelling of the original
That's what
trilogy.
I was wondering. I wonder if they're gonna, like, maybe break it up, and we're gonna get more movies, or are they gonna try to compact everything into one?
Yeah, facts. Yeah, it's I think at the end of the day, whatever they decide to do I know that they're gonna perform at a high quality, and um I think that's the biggest part of it, knowing that when they do any of this stuff, they're gonna go ahead and really make sure that it hits at the levels that they want. Like, that's what we've seen, right? Like, we've seen from Halo that they're, hitting at a high bar. We've seen from, Fallout that they're hitting at a high bar. You know, I gotta say the fan base um of Gears is like ravenous, right? Like, they're going to be something where you're going to the people are gonna be pissed if they don't hit, right?
Absolutely.
And
I
this is
would too, by
Netflix,
the
you know what I'm
way. It's
saying?
such a big deal.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big deal. Netflix is doing it. So, like, I have faith in Netflix, right? Like, I think that Netflix is going to nail it. So, I think we're again in this new wave where fucking Xbox was right again, where before they had this all set up to do movies and TVs based off of their IP,
Thank you for bringing that
and
up.
then the world
It's
made them back
yes.
off.
They're not the same. They're not the same, and I'm glad maybe this was the time to do it. With the technology that we have today, maybe this is the time to come out here and have these shows, and these games be represented in this way. I don't think that, Fallout would have been the show that it is or presented in the way that it has been had this been done years ago, right? So maybe everything
Facts.
happens for a reason. Maybe this was the right time. Um, and I mean, the beautiful thing is that these shows are out here, kicking ass, and it's kind of like no one remembers the Last of Us show, right? I mean, we can go back and as great as it
The Last of Us
was,
was good.
it was good. It was good, but the best moments were when they like the game was great. And so the best moments were on those episodes where they kind of drifted away from the video game and they went more in depth with some of the characters that we didn't see much of in the game, right? Where their story wasn't developed as well. But it's just wild because now with Halo, right? We just had their second season, and the second season was freaking phenomenal. Now we have Fallout, and it's like, where will the Last of Us show fall when it returns, considering how much we've seen and how amazing these other video games adaptations are.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, they caught up to the first game,
They
right? So
did.
we don't know. Are they gonna then just retell the second game? I mean, I don't know.
We'll
I'm
see. What
very
we
I'm
do
very
know is
interested.
that PlayStation can make fucking games, and so maybe this is the route. Maybe their PlayStation box needs to just play videos or
Maybe,
movies. Maybe that's what it's meant
maybe.
for.
Well, I mean, if they remastering games all the fucking time, it makes sense that they're just
It
taking the stories and
does.
then making TV shows from
It
those.
does.
Amit Kumar says the Minecraft movie will be the next big adaptation.
Let's
Hopefully,
go,
it's good.
baby.
I didn't even know they were making a Minecraft movie.
I
Who's in it?
didn't know, but let's go. Bring
Uh,
it.
I mean,
Do it all.
I'm sure they're gonna kill it because
I
that's
mean,
just
when
the
you
way.
do have Xbox money, come on.
Facts. The homie Sotness, appreciate you, man. Says I would take a Starfield show, reach
Yes.
audiences who aren't haters. Facts. I think that show would be fire. I think that that's 100% something that they can do. I think it would be fucking phenomenal.
You will see the ponies out there with their carrots watching the shit out of it.
Of course, of course. The homie Casilla, man, has an awesome,
What's
awesome
up,
idea
baby?
here.
Thank you for being
Says,
here.
I wish after a certain amount of time they would stream some of the TV and movies on Game Pass. That's a fucking great
It
idea.
is.
100%.
It
But
is
the problem is
actually.
the deal that they have with the streaming services. So probably whenever those deals expire or they have like a certain amount of exclusive time before they could put it elsewhere. But yeah, 100%. It would be really, really dope if they did that. Um, and they should, you know what? You could still do it even if it's in Game Pass. You could just like make it so that it's in Game Pass and you click it and it does it, but it still runs through the
Oh, I get it.
the
Yes.
place. You know what I'm saying? Like, still makes you have a login or whatever for Paramount or whatever the case is. Either way, I think it should. Um, so that's a great idea. And yeah, Borderlands also has that movie. I know Kevin Hart's in it, right? I don't know who else is in it, but Kevin Hart was in it. Um, I think that's a movie. Yeah, look, BioShock. Yo, there's so many fucking games, dude, that are being made into movies and TV show. Um, that's a big deal, man.
It is.
It's funny. It's almost like Microsoft knew what was gonna come. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And it's an amazing way to expand the video game industry. He did say that the video game market is kind of tapped out, right? And that's why they're finding different avenues to go ahead and make money so that they can continue to provide a freaking Xbox and provide the games, right? And so I think this is a great way to make everything relevant and have even more avenues to make that money.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let me come to this here. Go here. Hold on. Um, I do want to come over here. This was an interesting story that I read. I don't know if any of you have heard about it
Well,
or
real quick, our homie, Bam,
oh,
thank you so much.
a
Big Miss
homie.
Gaming, he gifted 5 on point for gamers memberships. Thank you so much. Thank
That
you,
is so
thank
awesome of
you,
you, man.
thank
Appreciate you,
you,
brother. Thank you so much. Y'all know what to
thank
do.
you.
Put the motherfucking welcome to the
Let's
family emojis
go.
in the chat. Welcome our newest members, man. Thank you all so very
Thank
much. We
you.
appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, Big Bigs, man. That was super dope of you, bro. Thank you, homie. We appreciate you. I do see here you got Fark you, the homie,
Yes.
was gifted a membership. You got Joseph Lloyd, Dave Reezy,
Yes.
Jim Bambino, Brian Jabot. Oh man, that's cool. Wait, one, two, three, four, five. Yep, that's what I read. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you
Big Migs,
so
man. That was super dope
much.
of you, homie.
Thank
Much
you.
appreciated, fam. Much appreciated. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen this at all. But Possibility Space closes before shipping first game. So
Ooh.
Possibility Space is the studio that was made from by Jeff Strain. So if you don't know who Jeff Strain is and why his name means anything to us, is because he also founded um Undead Labs, who Microsoft owns, right? So they make State of Decay. So he left the studio a little while, a while ago, a few years ago, um, and he went ahead and founded. I think he founded two. Somebody was I don't know about that first one, but he definitely after the first one he founded this one, Possibility Space, and they were making a game, and they had people who were investing in it, right? They had investors and shit like that, and he went ahead and closed the studio because somebody was leaking the information to Kotaku. Okay. So I guess Kotaku reporter reached out to Jeff Strain for like official word and like told him that it was going to be actually, you know what, I'll just read this here. They have the full email. So this email was sent by Jeff Strain to to his employees. Okay. And just when I read this, I was like, wow, this is wild. So he says, late last week, I received a list of topics and questions from Ethan Gatch, a reporter at Kotaku, regarding an article he's writing about Britannia Media and the closure of Crop Circle Games. Much of it was expected, but I was also stunned to see non-public information about Project Vonnegut. Disclosure of our publishing partner with details of our business and financial relationship and details of internal P&L discussions and confidential all company meetings. Mr. Gatz specifically credits current employees as the source of his information. Leaks of this nature are typically malicious and done by outside hacking. So to see internal team members under a confidentiality agreement engage in this was shocking. Given the company's own strict confidentiality and notification obligations, I immediately got on a plane for in person meetings with our publishing partner to disclose the information breach and to discuss the impact on the project. During that discussion, our partner expressed low confidence that they would be willing to invest the additional resources needed to complete the game, so we mutually agreed to cancel Vonnegut.
Wow.
As a result of the cancellation of this publishing relationship and after careful consideration, I am closing Possibility Space. Today is your last day of employment with Possibility Space and Britannia Media. Your final paycheck, including pay for work through the end of today, will be deposited to your account along with other payments as dictated by your work location. Okay, so it's saying, the people are going to get what they get. He says it will take a few more days to finalize details of the termination agreement with our publishing partner. Where was it? He says, wait. Was that it? No. Okay, so here you go. You may keep your development equipment provided you permanently delete all company confidential information. I don't know how you can fucking trust that they're gonna delete shit.
Mhm.
Confirm you have done so in writing and strictly abide by your existing confidentiality obligations, including proper handling of company IP and other confidential proprietary information. He says, as of today, I'm stepping away from the game industry to focus on my family and care for Annie. Don't know who Annie is. I wish all of you the best as you navigate this complex industry and the challenges and opportunities ahead. All right. So I know that was a long read, but this is the first time that I've seen the fact that a leak happened. They it is wild.
That's
C
wild.
confirmed that a leak happened, right? And then find out that it was somebody in the company, and he was so hurt, like, hurt by that trust that he was like, "We're shutting this shit down."
Yeah.
Like, obviously, the reality is he went to the publisher, and publisher's like, "Yo, we're not giving you any more money. Fuck this shit. We can't trust you guys. We're done." So he shut it down. But, like, dude, that's wild.
It is.
That's wild to see that happened. And imagine, like, imagine that how big other leaks have happened, right? Like how huge leaks have been. And you hear like the people who leak them casually talk about the fact that they yeah, we have people who are inside who definitely would know, telling us like how paranoid do you have to be like as a higher up looking down, like knowing that somebody in your group, somebody in your circle is either leaking it directly to other people or talking to somebody, like have connection with someone who is leaking it for them. Like that is wild. I feel like that's just so insane.
I mean, there are like he mentioned, like these are people that have signed a contract, right? And to go out there and to release this information and sabotage, I mean, at that point, yes, I do agree with you, see money. The funds were probably um pulled,
Yeah, that's what
right?
they said, right?
The
They said
the
in there
the
that they're not
the
gonna
money,
do any
yes,
more
is
money.
gone. But I mean, this poor guy,
Well,
they
like he might
just
have been willing to pay for it out of pocket, right?
but not knowing, right, who to trust in there, that changes things. That changes everything.
I agree. I agree. I couldn't imagine. Like trust is such a big deal,
It is.
right? Like especially in this industry. And again, we've seen it countless times, right? But like look at how like what this is something that you could see a direct like correlation to. I'm leaking this shit outside and now guess what, motherfucker, you won't have a job,
Yes.
right? You just gave up your job because
And
you
everyone
needed to leak
else's.
this
It
shit.
affected everybody else, right?
Fact.
Man,
Fact.
so much time and energy, to then have it all kind of just go away like that.
It's crazy, but this is like there's real impact here, right? Like these people don't think that like they think they're just doing something cutesy or fun. I don't know what the fuck they think they're doing
Mhm.
by leaking out this information, but it's like, why would you risk yourself, especially like this is a small studio, right? Like Possibility Space, like yeah, he made his money from selling to Xbox, right? Like great, right? Like he's made cash doing that. He's investing back in. He wants to make more games. And it's like he's become so disenchanted that he said he's out. He's done. He's
Yes.
like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm out. I guess this was the second. So that's why he it says about crop circle games, right? So I guess he must have made that place and then that one got shut down. Then he made this new one, Possibility Space. And yeah, the fact that
And that's
somebody
what
did that.
people love to do. They love to tear things down, things that they didn't work for, right? Because they think it's cute or find access to do. And that's the problem, right? With how disgusting the world is out there and how full of like envious people who are like this is not whoever leaked was out there leaking this shit out, it's not their company, right? But they do work there. Now you don't have a motherfucking job, and I mean, a lot of people who probably were just banking on this job with families don't have a job either. Um, this is and this is a perfect example, and you know my sources, my insiders, and there are conversations that are had that were probably in private that someone overheard, or discussions about things that just because again as a business you go and you discuss things, right? And there is a choice to make. And yes, if you don't do it, someone else may do it. But the problem is that when you are out here with sources or insiders telling you information, right? That that they should not be telling you. And you go
Facts.
ahead and take that information and damage a brand or damage a game. Developers get affected. People get affected by this. I mean, as much as you want to put it on the source or whoever told you or whatever it is, or the leak, knowing that potentially if they get caught, obviously if they get caught they will lose their jobs for it. I mean, that's a choice that you're making and you're also a part of the problem. So it's easy
Facts.
to go ahead and turn around and say, well, this information was just given to me, and to use the excuse of like, if I didn't do it maybe someone else would. Well, maybe someone else would, but you chose to do it, and that's the problem.
Facts, especially since like the shit that was leaked. I mean, you're talking about details of the business and financial relationship with the publishing partner. You're talking about internal P&Ls. Like this is a high level leak, meaning this is somebody in his inner circle that's leaking this shit. And that ruins everything right there. Like you go into that situation, you're like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't get caught up in that bullshit. Uh-oh.
You
Big
cannot.
a homie. Big Mace,
Business,
my
baby.
homie.
What's
Thank
up,
you, brother,
baby?
for
And
being here.
thank
Thank you
you
for that
so
super chat.
much
Says
for
leaking
rocking out with
directly
us.
to other people. Hey, yo, pause, sir. Hashtag no Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag no
Hashtag
Diddy.
no Diddy, baby. Thank you so much, love.
Yeah. That that's crazy. Um, Razor Ultron says Annie is his wife, and I believe she ran the other studio. She got sick and stepped down. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Abacab, what's good, fam? Thank you for being
What's up,
here.
baby?
Says
Thank
the
you for
thing
being
with
here.
me is that it's making him quit gaming altogether. Well, but that's the thing, right? So, like, listen, he did a hustle, right? State of Decay was a good game that they really invested a lot of time and energy in. They got the studio up to the point where he wanted out. This is like tells old as time, right? We see it. He wanted out. He got the studio to a good level. Microsoft came in. He sold it to Microsoft. He stood on for a while to get part two out the door. And then you can see that he was just like, all right, the next game is the plan's already in motion. I'm done. I'm going to take my money and goes invest in something else, see if I could do it again, right? Can I build something else up and maybe sell it to Microsoft again after, right? But like this is what people with money do, right? And obviously going into that second one, seeing what it did, and having that other studio get closed. Now he's doing this one. When you think you're friends with somebody, you think you have somebody who's close to you, have them blatantly turn their back on you like that for what? Like,
Or what
like Kotaku's not
exactly.
paying for it. They barely got money to pay the people who work there, right? So, like, just to do it, just to hurt them, you know what I'm saying? Like, just to hurt the studio, just to hurt, Jeff Strain. It's like, come on, man.
The
That's
one
wild.
thing that people don't understand is that taking someone else out is not gonna make you better. So trying to dim anybody else is not gonna make you shine brighter. You're still shit no matter what, right? And so it's not gonna change you. You're just out there showing everybody your colors and who you are and that you're a piece of shit. And that's what they did. Whoever the heck was out there and leaked and try to freaking take them down, which, at that point, when you see and you hear the fact that he said about going to spend time with his kids and whatever, that was a choice he made. But karma's a bitch. Shit always comes right back the fuck around, and it's gonna
Facts.
slap the fuck out of whoever's out there maliciously doing stupid shit. And at some point, you never let anybody take anything away from you. That's the one thing. You let people go ahead and make a clown out of themselves, but you never let anybody fucking stop you because they don't have a say in your motherfucking life or the sacrifices that you've made to be able to dictate anything that matters, right? But it's sad to see that he had to fold and step aside.
Well, I mean,
That's the only
it's
that kind of
I mean,
bothers
he
me.
got fuck you money from Microsoft, right?
That's
So,
the
like
thing,
like,
right? If
he's
you don't
he's
have to do
straight.
this and you're like, "Okay, instead of dealing
Yeah, like, "Fuck this shit,
with
I'm out."
this trash, fuck this shit, I'm
Like, if this
out."
dude or this person that I consider part of my circle can do
Yes,
this to me, then what are the regular people willing to do? You know what I'm saying? At that point, just remove
exactly.
yourself.
And
Like,
at
he
that
built something that lasted a long time, right? So that
yes.
built trust over the years, right? This is short term. Like, you can't just make that trust happen, and what's the point now with something like this? Look how fast you could just waste it and be gone.
Well,
But
listen, to simplify it, and there are people that do things. There's a difference, right? He was doing this because he wanted to do it. There are people that are doing this because they need to do it. They need the money, right? And so there is a difference between something that you do by choice because you love it and enjoy it and you have fun with it, and that's why you do whatever the fuck you want, you say whatever the fuck you want, and then when you're just in need and you think that maybe taking things down can make you a little bit more money or make you better, or maybe by selling this information you can make a little extra or get picked up somewhere else. Like that's just pathetic and sad, and it is what it is, but there's a lot of this shit out there.
agreed. Agreed 100%. So Razor Ultron brought up a really, really good point because this kind of blasted his ass too. Good for Jeff Strain for putting it on blast. So Razor Ultron says another thing. Ethan Gatz from Kotaku revealed that his source was an employee. What an idiot. Facts. Like, why would you tell the dude, like, yo, yeah, listen, we have all this information from somebody who works for you. Now, unless he was doing a kindness, which sounds weird because why would you do that? Um, unless he was doing a kindness, like, listen, man, I just want to let you know people are sending me shit. Like, I was just asking about your other thing, and they're like, yo, here's everything what's going on with this place. Maybe I don't know. That sounds weird. It sounds like he's not very good at his job, right? Like Kotaku probably should not have him on staff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Letting the person know like who your source is. Yeah, it's not the exact person, but why would you tell them that it's somebody who is currently an employee there? That's crazy. That's some dumbass shit. Look at this pain. God damn it. It's like if I were to come out there and I was in private chat with Doodle CMoney to leak out that he does like mustard behind the scenes and olives stuffed under cheese in it. But I would never come out and say that because it was under NDA. It was a private conversation. That's disgusting, bro. How dare you? How dare you
Just
talk
like
such a
that. Just like
that
that.
is disgusting. Just the idea of it is super disgusting. Oh my god. Dan Lazaro, the homie, man. Thank you,
Lazaro,
brother, for
thank you
being
for
here, man.
being
Thank you so
here.
much
Thank
for
you
that
for
$5 super
rocking
chat.
out.
Says, for man, trust and loyalty is everything. I walk away every time trust is broken. Respect to him. These leakers, devs are something else. No remorse.
Trust is
Seriously, bro.
everything. When you can't trust someone, listen, at the end of the day, if I don't trust somebody, vaya con Dios. All right? Get the
Facts.
fuck out of my face. You are dead to me.
Facts.
There's no turning back from broken trust.
You can't fix that.
No,
You can't fix that.
you can't.
100%. Yeah, it's just it's oh my god. Amit Kumar says condiments under NDA. God damn it. Fucking shit. Amit Kumar says, yeah, especially if that studio is small, there's only so few employees he can narrow it down to. Exactly. Um, fill more pockets. Oh my god, yo, facts, bro. Shame on Kotaku. If they had too much integrity to pour on the Insomniac leaks, but thought this leak was okay.
That's true.
Facts.
That's true. Oh my
Facts.
gosh. Thank you for bringing that up. Yes.
Facts, bro. Yo, that's crazy. Um, Razor Ultron says, "Do you think those employees will have trouble getting hired? Other studios won't know who the leaker was, and if they can trust any of those people." Yo, doubly facts, bro. Like that's a problem across the board when you think about it. Like those people, how do you know who you're hiring? You know what I'm saying? Like who?
That is
How do you,
true.
how do you know who you're hiring? You could be hiring the leaker. How would you trust that they're the one? Like that?
And
I don't
it's
know.
not like they're gonna put down where they were on their resume. Like, go contact this dude and have him tell you about me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's wild. Oh shit. Razor Ultra says when a pony breaks a leg, you gotta put them down. Yeah, yeah. There's no healing that shit.
You do. You
There's no
do.
healing that shit for sure. I completely agree. I completely agree with that one. Um, so yes, this was unfortunate. Like I said, I saw this and I was like, that's kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a studio that could have been something, right? That could have made something dope that's gonna be dead. Um, before it even had a chance to do it. I did want to come over here real quick and talk about this for a second um, because Crash Bandicoot 4.
Yes.
Okay. So Crash Bandicoot 4 came out and people thought it was an okay game. All right. People thought it was an okay game. Um, but I just thought it was funny. I don't know, funny. But I just thought it was something I want to talk about. The fact that it sold 5 million, over 5 million copies, right? And yeah, it's a multi-platform game. Yeah, it's been out for a little while, but it still sold 5 million copies, right? And then when you kind of put that in perspective with like what Final Fantasy has done,
Yes.
right? It's like
Ooh,
that's a really big
that
difference
is.
for a game that's Crash Bandicoot. Y-
How
You know what I'm saying? Like I just listen, it wasn't
much
a
was, Crash, by the way?
probably $60 at the time of release. I just thought it was funny.
It
I just thought it
is.
was funny to come over here and see them going ahead.
Crash out here crushing
Yes,
it.
yes. And then this is the other thing I wanted to talk about before
Yes.
anything else, before we finish. This is Gio Corsi. Okay, he used to work for PlayStation. He just announced that this week he began his new gig filled with fun and adventure. He's joined Nintendo of America, AAA third party portfolio management. See that AAA third party portfolio management crew to help great teams bring their amazing games to this legendary platform. On a personal note, Papa Mario is very proud. Here we go. Okay, so maybe that's his father. Um, okay, so this is a big deal for Nintendo in a huge way. Okay, big deal. This is Switch 2 that we're talking about here.
Mhm.
The fact that this dude is coming over, okay, he's gonna run triple A third party portfolio management for Nintendo. That means the Switch 2 is gonna be fucking powerful. It's gonna be powerful enough to run the triple A games that are gonna
You
be
said
coming
it,
out.
see? You already knew.
I did. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, "Oh shit." This is getting real. Oh, before I go, let me get my homie Big Mix Gaming, man. Thank you, brother, for being
Miss,
here. Appreciate your homie. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the $5
thank
super chat. Says,
you.
gotta go, guys. They're gonna run some tests and see what's going on. Thank you guys for taking my mind off this shit. Much love, always appreciate you.
We love you,
Big
baby.
Mix,
Keep us
man.
posted,
Appreciate you, homie.
please.
Yes, please let us
Everything's gonna be
know.
okay. Everything's
Please let
good.
us know how everything goes. But you're the homie, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Um, so yeah, when you go and you take a look at this, he says, take oh, the headline of this article. Which
Yes.
article? This article? There's no headline of this article.
No, the other one, we were
This one, possibility space,
I think so, yes.
or was it the Timor? I don't know exactly which one you're talking
Possibility
about.
of space.
Gotcha. Um, hey, Duke Togo, what's good, fam?
Duke, what's up, baby?
What's good, homie? Um, so yeah, so this is, I mean, again, I don't tell me if I'm wrong, guys, what you think about this, but the fact that he is at Nintendo looking at trip like in charge of their AAA portfolio, I mean, that has to mean that the Switch 2 is going to be powerful, that is gonna be able to run the AAA games that are gonna be coming out.
Absolutely. And listen, it needed to, right? We thank you, Nintendo. You've made handhelds relevant. You
Facts.
have come out here and been a freaking genius and a freaking path. You've set the path, right? And your being innovative has affected us all because now there are other handhelds out there, and the thing that they needed to compete with now that their idea has kind of been taken is that power. And so we've had this conversation before. See money, you said it, that they need to come correct, and the way to make themselves, a stamp and make the next Switch like unique and something that people would want is to come out here with that power. And then we started thinking about that 10-year deal that they signed with freaking Phil. What else is in there? And in order for anything else of substance to be there, that power needed to come out here and be ready to compete with everything else. Um, I'm excited. I'm excited for Nintendo to come out here and show us what they can
Yeah.
do when power is involved.
Especially, I'm really looking forward to, what they do with first party.
Yes.
Like, I mean, I know that this is a great sign that they're gonna be investing, in a powerful hardware for AAA, like, third-party studios to come, but I've been itching to see what they're able to do with power because they've led the way in a lot of different things over time. Sergeant Sentinel Gaming, what's good, fam?
What's up, baby?
Appreciate
Thank
you
you for
stopping by,
rocking
bro.
out.
Um, you go back to, they push things forward. Like Mario 64 was a huge, huge push forward, right? Like they've really done a lot um to make things like power wise push forward. Like Nintendo 64, that system was a big thing. GameCube, they try to compete. It's just that the other guys were going in a bigger way with a lot of IP that I think was I think that's where you start getting that separation between Nintendo people and everybody else, right? Was in that GameCube era, the Xbox and PlayStation 2. Um, but now, they've got their base locked, right? Like their base is super locked. They don't have to worry about any of the Nintendo heads going anywhere, right? But this next gen, they're gonna reach back. They're gonna reach back to the other people, and I think the people, the man, as I'm saying it, it's just kind of registering in my head.
Mhm.
Sony is super fucked.
They are. They
Sony
are.
is super
Absolutely.
fucked, bro. Like, yo, Sony has no fucking shot at survival, dude. It's not just Xbox that's gonna be taking them out. It's fucking Nintendo, dude. Nintendo has stayed in its own lane for the longest amount of time. But what are you gonna do when Nintendo shows up with that power
I'm a
narrative?
freaking power, bitches. Let's
Holy
go.
fuck. Yo, that is so yo, that's wild. That's wild, but it's true. It's fucking true, bro. That's a different ball game. It's a different ball game when Nintendo's gonna show up with power. They're gonna be able to push their first party titles in ways never before done, where you're gonna be able to have graphical fidelity that they haven't even attempted. Remember, we heard the back in the I don't know if months ago now, but Mario Kart 10
Yes.
is the highest budget game that they've had, that they're spending crazy amounts of money on it, is gonna be one of the best looking games that they ever made. I'm like, yo, PlayStation is
Processing.
fucked, dude.
You're
Like it
processing.
just all registered now, yo.
Yes.
Look, Duke Togo says, now you're playing with power. That was the old Nintendo slogan. Facts, bro. Facts. Mick Kumar says PlayStation execs leaving the sinking ship. Bro, I don't know why any of them are even over there, dude.
I don't understand. And
I don't
listen,
know.
maybe because of contracts that they they can't afford to get out of. I don't understand, but listen, we've been talking about Xbox, PlayStation. Now here comes Nintendo with that motherfucking Mario jump to uppercut the shit out of PlayStation. They're gonna get fucked from every single angle, from every single hole that that PlayStation 5 has. They're gonna get
They got
a
a lot of
frick
holes. They
yes,
got
they're
a
gonna
lot of
get
holes on the
pickled
PlayStation.
through every single one of those holes.
Holy
This is
shit.
where it's at. Nintendo has stepped up. Here they come. Beware. Ponies, beware. You won't know where to stand. You won't know what happened. The funniest shit was when Xbox was out here making moves and the ponies wanted to team up with Nintendo. They were like, come on, guys, let's stick together. It's us against Xbox. Well, guess what? Nintendo said, get off of me, bitch. You ain't shit. We're
You
gonna do our
ain't
own
shit.
thing. And listen, the funny thing is that it's just the way that it played out, the way that Sega was out because freaking PlayStation made a splash. It affected Nintendo in the way in ways that listen, if it wasn't Nintendo being who Nintendo is with those freaking amazing characters, iconic characters, and being who they are in their fan base, they would have been out too. But the reality is that now they're coming back with vengeance and they have a 10-year contract with freaking Phil. And it is glorious. The downfall of fucking PlayStation, as much as it seems like it's been going on and it's just really stepping into the ground and coming and you ponies won't know what the fuck has slapped you up because you won't have as much as you have an identity crisis right now trying to figure out what to grab onto to make your brand somehow seem relevant. It's just the narrative as each day goes by becomes weaker and weaker.
It's true. It's true. I mean, we haven't seen a Nintendo that had power for the longest of time, dude. I mean, you're literally talking back in GameCube, and even in GameCube time, it was more powerful than the PlayStation, but it wasn't more powerful than the Xbox, right? So it was like right in the middle, and I think that's I don't know, man. I'm really,
I'm
really
excited. I'm
intrigued. They've
happy
done
for
so
Nintendo.
much.
Let's
Like
go.
like look at like Zelda, right? Tears of the Kingdom. Breath of the Wild was amazing. I loved Breath of the Wild. It was so good, right? But now the other one came out, Tears of the Kingdom. I played it for a while. I enjoyed it, but it was not a, oh my god, I'm going to keep playing this. I felt like I was playing the same shit, right? Like graphically, it was basic as fuck. It wasn't really doing anything so great, right? Nintendo's finally going to be able to show us what they do with power, right? They've been out of the game for so long. It's funny because Metroid Prime 4 has been in development forever and it was supposed to come out on the Switch, never did. Um, this is gonna be huge if they come out and show us something like graphically crazy. I mean, this is where they're gonna be able to shine. And unlike PlayStation, Nintendo has a pretty consistent first party output, right? Just like Xbox, right? Like we're both in the same situation where we're both putting out games on a constant basis. So ponies are in a bad situation. Sir Expert says ponies homeless is coming soon. Oh, that's their new IP.
Pony's Homeless is coming soon. Don't come to Xbox
No
and no
more
more
handouts.
handouts.
Oh my god. Dave Reezy says PlayStation's so-called AAA exclusives are sucking the life out of them. It is, bro. It is. It's really wild that they don't have anything that is that is actually adding to them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. These games are not bringing new people in. They're not doing anything. They're just satiating the small amount of people on PlayStation who desire them, and then everybody else is sucking the teat of Microsoft. Minecraft, Call of Duty, and Sea of Thieves up next, right? Like this is just
That's their
what it is.
income. Oh,
That's it.
that's
It's
cute.
wild, right? But it's so crazy that once Nintendo gets in the ring, this is the first time that they're gonna be going head to head with the big boys, and if they got power in their corner, that's gonna be wild. And again, you don't have why do you spend all this money on somebody who's supposed to be managing your AAA third party portfolio when in normal times you don't have a AAA fucking party portfolio, right? Like there's no AAA games over there outside of the few that have made it over, typically from Microsoft with Doom and shit like that. That's over there. But even then, it's just what it is, right? Like they are going to now have AAA games, which is going to bring the heat to fucking places. Remember, Nintendo already sided with Microsoft on this shit. Can you imagine Microsoft, Nintendo? This is just a they're hitting them from every direction. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say a gangbang, but
It
you
is a
know,
gangbang.
it's a
Mo
bit
de
much.
la Garza. Hola,
Yo,
bienvenido.
what's good,
What's
fam?
good, fam?
Thank you
How
for
are
being here.
you?
Says, I think Microsoft is killing the console war. They're one of the biggest publishers on PlayStation. A lot of people last year bought a PlayStation 5 to play Xbox games on it.
Whew.
Yeah, they bought it because they wanted to play Call of Duty. They played Minecraft. They played all that shit on there. And it's just a matter of time that they're gonna like eventually either keep their PlayStation 5, keep spending the money on the games that they're buying year after year and playing the same shit, or they just go get Game Pass and enjoy gaming to the fullest, right? Which is the thing. Oh my god. Right, you are gaming says PlayStation gonna get diddied. Oh shit. Yo, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, but at the end of the day, um, they're in a bad situation, man. They're in a bad situation. Like they're already getting put in place by Microsoft, right? Like Microsoft is already dominating the conversation on their end. Nintendo has always been doing its own thing, dominating in its own way, right? But now they're coming to play on PlayStation Field directly, right? So they already got the same 120 million people who bought the Switch will eventually buy the Switch too, right? Like they're not worried about those numbers. The numbers are going to keep going up if anything. But now they're coming to take PlayStation's lunch. You know what I'm
Whew.
saying? Like that's what they're doing. They're literally going out there to say we're joining this fight. All right, we're going to go ahead and finish putting PlayStation on their knees. You know what I'm saying?
Let's finish this fight, baby. That's what's happening. That's what is going on. And that is the last piece of the puzzle. I love it.
100%.
Listen, and you're correct. What happened when they upgraded the Switch? We went ahead, we bought it, and we bought one for everybody in this house. And when the next Switch comes out, everybody's gonna want one, and that's how it's gonna play out. Everybody's going to upgrade. Anybody who had a Switch is gonna go get a new one. We know we are, and it's amazing to know that it's coming with power.
Facts. Um, Jacob says, I have an idea. Why not stream the new Nintendo reveal? People do it with state of plays all the time and they are fine. We stream everything. We did the Nintendo,
We
whatever
did,
the hell that last state of play was, or I mean the last Nintendo Direct.
yes.
Um, you know, it wasn't great. But yeah, we definitely stream that shit, man. We have no qualms. We're interested in all aspects of this stuff. We want gaming to be fucking dope as fuck. And it just so happens that that means be on Xbox if you want dope as fuck gaming. Nintendo, I think, had its purpose in the beginning years for us, right? Like with some of the games they came out with, the handheld
Yes.
aspect of it. But now Microsoft's going to be bringing that handheld aspect to it.
During
So
the pandemic, it was freaking
yeah,
awesome too to go
100%.
ahead and, everybody kind of game together even though you're either playing different games or like
As a family, or just
as a family
everybody sitting there with
exactly.
their
There's
handhelds.
a lot of the Nintendo games, even if they're freaking like Splatoon is the big example. You're playing together, but you all need your own system and your own game. So Duke says, I still kind of want an OLED Switch. But we're at the point in the lifespan where I might as well wait for the new one. We upgraded and it was really good. It was you felt the difference.
The
But
OLED?
I do yes,
Oh,
but I
visually, it's like
do
playing a fucking different it's a whole different
absolutely.
experience.
But I do feel I'm with you. Like it's just so close. Like at
Yeah, it's too
least
late
wait to
now.
hear when the new one's releasing and then decide then, but, like, it's like, why rip the Band-Aid right before you're about to find out what's
Yeah.
next?
Doodle bought me the, because I like Pokemon.
Yes.
Doodle bought me the Scarlet Switch, the OLED version, so it has, like, the purple and red and
It's beautiful.
yeah, it's beautiful, it's stunning. It's literally holding the camera, like, it's
Yes.
just a design piece for me right now, I just stare at it. But it's beautiful, but that was a little while ago, you can't invest in that now. It's too close. It's gonna come what do we say, 2025? The beginning of next year, it'll be out, man. Like, it
Yeah.
was supposed to come the end of this year, but now they're gonna do beginning of next year, which is what I feel like they should have done anyway. It should have always been released in the beginning of the year like they did for the Switch. Why change the formula? No, do it right the same way, man. Come out early in the year, get a whole bunch of people to buy. I agree 100%. Sir X-Men says Nintendo and Sega, and after the ABK, now everybody hates Sony. They brought it on themselves.
They did. They
They
did.
really did, dude. They really did bring it upon themselves. That's just where they are right now. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody gives a shit about Sony. Like there's no hype surrounding Sony at all. At all.
The ponies can't hype them, you know what I
No.
mean? And that's the thing, that's where they're at. Because yes, obviously, Xbox and Phil has been very gracious, by the way, and congratulating and kudos to you and kind of almost promoting their shit, right? But, to get hate from, Nintendo or Xbox, but at this point, ponies can't save you, ponies can't hype you, the media can't cover up your bullshit. And I think the biggest thing is that the ponies can't deny that they want Sea of Thieves, and the media can no longer go ahead and continue to try to dim Xbox's light. And I cannot wait for a more powerful Switch for the words to
Absolutely.
be out there and in this powerhouse to come out here and continue to just chip at
Well,
PlayStation.
because they have so much content that deserves to be better. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
That too, man. Like Nintendo, I feel like they have so much that can be better that was limiting them with this shit. Like they made that dope ass RPG, which again, was such a dope game, but again, it's like the graphics just fuck it up after a while, and that's what the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 or whatever that came out. I really enjoy that game, but I had to stop playing it, man. Like after a while, it's like I go from playing something amazing on my Xbox that just looks beautiful, and then you go back to the Switch, and it's like, what the fuck am I looking at? Like it's crazy. I look at the perfect example. Look at Power World, right? Power World, beautiful game, right? Very well done, very well made. And then you look at Pokemon. Like, Power World did Pokemon numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like, they did
Yes.
Nintendo numbers because they gave what is missing, which is a new Pokemon, like a grown-up version, something that looks great. I'm not saying the Pokemon games have to get guns and shit to mimic or change their style, but
No,
shit, if it looked beautiful, if they able to give you a fucking real RPG, like, really bring it up to today's standards, fuck, Nintendo would have a gold mine, bro. Like this, they already do with the
They
shit way.
already do. They already do.
They're
Yes,
just
let's be
missing the
fair.
people who won't buy it, right? So we know there's a lot more casual gamers in the world. That's why it's easier for them to sell their system. But like they're not going to settle for that, bro. They want to grow too. They're going to come in and try to get the hardcore market to come over there. And with PlayStation have no exclusives of consequence at all in any way, shape, or form coming out in anywhere near the future. Like Nintendo's going to show up early next year with exclusives. PlayStation is not gonna have an exclusive to fight that for the rest of that like, up until the middle of that year, if that. And what they're gonna do, release 1 when Nintendo Switch 2 just dropped a whole bunch? You know what I'm saying?
And what's gonna be beautiful is that it's kind of like, okay, Nintendo, they're number 1 in sales, but they don't matter, they don't count. And here they come, baby. Here they come. I love it. I'm excited.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's gonna be a huge difference. Look at Sir X-Men says Xbox and Nintendo teaming up for a new handheld with Game Pass on it. Guys, oh my god. Remember this, guys. Xbox has that deal with Nintendo, 10-year deal for Call of Duty. You're gonna have Call of Duty on that system. Think about how many people who just play Call of Duty who might just very easily be like, "Oh shit, you can get the real Call of Duty, like the legit Call of Duty on the Switch too." Like it's like Call of Duty is a fucking humongous game. For that to come for the first time to Nintendo, there's a lot of people
Owned
who
by Xbox? Owned by
yes,
Philly Phil?
dude.
Come on, baby. Was this planned? There are levels to this shit. All right? There are levels to this shit. Here comes Call of Duty. And yo,
But look, he
you
even says Game Pass on there, right? Can you imagine
oh my God.
if Nintendo makes a deal with Xbox to go ahead and get Game Pass on the console? Like, that would be fucking wild. Like, if Nintendo is basically just another Xbox handheld, if you so chose to do it, I don't know. I don't see them at the same way. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they're out there their doing their own thing, but also kind of allowing the the hardcore quote unquote gamers to come in and have a place to play games that are graphically impressive. I mean, again, if not Nintendo, if Nvidia is doing what we believe them to be doing for this console, and they're going ahead and making it where you have the DLSS 3 that's going to be amplifying every fucking game that they make on your screen it's 720, you plug it into your system it's 4K. You the power that is displaying on the screen, not just the resolution but like the graphical fidelity is crazy good because of Nvidia's flexing. I really feel like Nvidia is going to want to flex, bro. I feel like Nvidia is going to want to flex with this console.
Absolutely. Especially knowing how okay, so why am I blanking out on the name? The Nintendo's, last power attempt, was
GameCube.
the GameCube, yes, and so here we go now. So, obviously, they're gonna wanna come in and show off and kinda push, right? If you're gonna bring power, power you shall bring, especially with everything that's going on out here, and I do think, that they have Phil's full support, and I don't know if you remember when, I think it was an interview and Phil had the switch in the background and everybody was like, "What does it mean? What does it mean?
Sarah had
Tell
it in the
us."
back of her on one of
Yes,
them
and
as
it's
well.
it's just crazy how these things all kind of tied up and these things take time, right? And so these discussions turn into a back and forth and they turn into a contract and then you have to make things happen. So you may not see it for a long time, but then you start connecting everything and it all just makes sense and it's just so beautiful.
It definitely feels like they've been working on it for a while.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Through
So Duke, thank you, baby. That was so funny when Doodle was questioning the Call of Duty cosplay at PAX East. Thank you, baby.
Yes.
We had so much fun making those shorts.
We did have a really good time.
Yeah,
That was a great time, actually. It was really,
it
really
was.
fun. Um, Duke Togo says, "I'd imagine it's like going between a PlayStation 1 and an Xbox One when you're playing a Series X immediately after playing the Switch, especially if it was a third party on Switch." Facts. Facts. And you know what, Duke? I'm really happy that you made that distinction right now because you said especially if it was a third party on Switch. Because yesterday, the girls and Madman, where they put on, Mario Kart
Yes.
up on the big screen, and 4-player, split screen, everybody's playing on the big screen over there, and I gotta tell you, man, Nintendo does wonders with their hardware. Like, when you consider how weak the Nintendo Switch is, like, when you really think about what they're putting out there, and then you see what they deliver on their first party, Mario games specifically. They have a little harder time with like Zelda, right? Because it's supposed to be more realistic looking and it's a little harder. I mean, they do a great job artistically, but obviously the power is just not there to push what they would want. Even though it does look stunning in places, right? Like they really max out what they can do with the hardware. But when you look at like Mario Kart, when you look at Mario 3D World, when you look at the other Mario games that they have, they are like really beautiful looking games for what they are, right? For it being a Switch game, they really punch above their weight, right? Like they really are able to make it look really, really good. So for them to then turn around and now have a shit ton of power that they can actually apply to that. Yes, the third parties are going to look great, right? Because they're going to actually have the power to push it however they need to. But the first party, man,
Yes, I have to agree because, we that's what's so beautiful about Nintendo. They're able to do this because they know their box, right? And they understand what to do, where the little places are where they can push to make their to present their games as best as possible, right? And they do an amazing job. And that's why I was so excited about, all these studios being bought. And I had mentioned, if you recall, see money, the hand in hand situation that's going between the Xbox box right now in the amount of studios. So this is all incorporated together where it's more cohesive and they kind of understand more the changes that they maybe need to make to the game or the box to kind of have it go hand in hand, especially when it comes to like next gen and what their goals are, right? But when you have a lot of third parties going ahead and finagling and trying to figure things out, it's like it's a whole different experience, right? Than to be the one behind the wheel and controlling it all. And that's
facts.
something that Nintendo has been able to kind of experience, and they benefit a lot from that.
Yeah, agree. Satnus says it. Gotta know your box and push in the
Yes,
right places.
absolutely.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. And that's the thing. When you can see what they do. I mean, Nintendo has always been that way, right? Like they've always like they were game first when developing their hardware, right? So like they would come up with game ideas and then they would make the hardware to suit it. That's why I like the Wii had the motion control, because they were making games that they wanted to do that with, right? It's not the other way around. That's why those games never felt forced, right? Like that's why they were so successful. When you think about the original Wii, you think about all those games. Man, we played bowling so much. We played tennis, the ping
Yes.
pong, all that shit
Yes.
so much, bro. And it's because they, these were fun things they wanted to make, and the hardware was made to suit the game. Then when Connect and the PlayStation Move came out, those scenarios were reversed, right? They made the tech to try to capitalize on what the Nintendo was doing, but the games weren't there that actually made real use of it in any real way because it was like, oh, okay, now let's try to make these games because we have the hardware. You know what I'm saying? And Nintendo's been really great with that, man. Like
They have.
they have, like they don't fuck around. They go ahead and they make sure that they're using um what they have. What happened?
Duke, you made me laugh, baby. So remember when we remotes flew and got stuck on TVs? Listen, we've experienced that because our little ones have let go of the Wii remote and our big screen got affected by
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, shit wasn't cute.
Um so yeah, so see money tendencies, he said, "Alright, well, I guess this is Jesus's way of telling me that
And we need a new
I
TV.
need to go ahead and scoop up a new one
Listen, you
and
gotta make
another
lemonade
one."
out of lemons, you know what I'm saying? So, this is the other thing that just as a
You enjoy that
FYI.
a little
Yeah,
bit,
yeah.
though, too
Listen, so
much. He was so
you
hyped.
have me down this, train of thought.
Go
Fun
ahead.
fact, if you have a small child who's growing up in a world where the phones and the tablets are all touch screens, um, be aware that when they see your big ass TV, they might just slam it thinking that they're hitting a button that's going to work because they think that the
God, that's
TV
just how the
is
world
also
functions.
a
But
touch
see,
screen.
it's just like the things you get used to, right? So, like, going from the iPad and now they have, like, all these, obviously, they have the cases that make you feel like they're a laptop, but you go ahead and you touch, and then you go to, like, your laptop, and you're like, "Okay, well, let me move this." It's just the way it kind of you feel like everything can do everything when you have access to it all.
Agreed.
Oh, Sir X-Men says, "My kids love Connect bowling more than, their
The
Wii
Wii bowling.
bowling." Yes.
I mean, obviously it's better tech, it looks better. Um, but again, it just served the function that it did at the time, right? Like it was a
It's pretty dope.
it was really
It was a
fun.
lot of fun.
It
I
was a lot of
just and
fun.
that's something that Nintendo is able to give you, kind of like that different type of fun when you kind of it's just unique. It's just you come together with your family and you're like, "All right, let's wild out."
Yeah, especially, there's a lot of different types of games that people like to play, and there's emotions that it can make you feel like we're about to play Hellblade 2, next month, and that's not going to be a fun game. Like, let's just call it what it is. And I don't mean like the battles will be fun and shit, like combat, but like emotionally while you're playing it, it's going to be a heavy game, right? That you're going to be playing. And it's just a different type of game, which that's great that it exists. It's gonna be so dope. We're gonna play it. We're gonna beat it. It's gonna be a good game, or great game. But like, there's other types of games too, like games that just exist to be fun, right? And Nintendo does that really well. It's just the reality. A lot of people in the chat were talking about our shorts that we did at PAX.
Yes.
So appreciate you guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you
Becca
guys.
says those
Thank you for the
PAXy shorts were
support and thank you for
hilarious.
checking them out. We have
Appreciate
such a
you.
good time. Thank you.
Jacob says you two did meet PlayStation Final Form at PAX East. The
We did.
skull with facts. Duke Togo says, "See, catching Doodle flirting with the Final Fantasy guy was my favorite." Yeah. It's it was funny. He says, "We need to donate enough money to fly you guys to more conventions." Listen, you know that would be great. That would be great. We definitely have. We do have a fun time doing those
Yeah,
for sure. It's um it's a great time when you get to kind of experience that stuff. And Doodle's funny, bro. She come up with a
thank
lot of
you.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah. Oh, you know what, Sir X-Men, you're not fucking lying, bro. Come on, man. Everybody loves Dance Central.
Yes.
Dance Central was the shit. I don't know. I felt like I was doing those moves spot on.
You did feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
You also feel like you could play the drums, but can you?
I absolutely can
Can you
play the
though?
drums.
Can you? And now oh,
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if
oh!
you heard that, but I just fucking killed it. That was I don't even know what to call it. That was so amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and now here we go with, Fortnite having the drums back in for you, and it's like it's all over again, where he feels like, he can play instruments.
Facts.
Yes, yes,
I did a great job. I'm just saying
you
it was amazing.
listen, okay, let's just leave it at that.
I mean,
Let's not get
it's
into
high quality entertainment. My drumming skills are top notch. I listen, I'm one day you guys will hear it. I'm just saying. It was
Is
amazing.
it real drumming though?
Of course, why would it not be
Like,
real drumming?
you are better than I am.
Well, that is the
But
first.
but it's the real drumming. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like
Listen,
you just get hyped and you really
if I'm
start.
playing real songs, right? If I'm on the drums, I'm killing it with
Okay.
real songs, okay? And I'm just hitting bang, bang. Look at it, rock band. Look at just killing it. That's real drumming, fam.
Mhm.
Like the sound was identical from in the game to what I heard coming out of my pads. Pop, pop,
Got
pop,
it.
pop, pop.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
okay. Alright, we'll leave it at that.
Listen,
We'll leave it
I
at
think
that.
everybody agrees at this point that I was amazing at that. Sith Lord says, "Are you guys going to the Xbox showcase in June?"
What's up, Sith Lord?
So,
Thank
what's
you
up,
for
fam? Thank you for
rocking
being here,
out.
bro. So the Xbox showcase in June is going to be on the other side of the world, right? In LA, we're on the East Coast, it's on the West Coast. So, for this show, we're able to drive right over, to
We'll see.
Boston. It
We'll
was
see.
not far, no problem. You know, we like it's
This
eight
one may have
eight
to be
tickets
the thing is,
to
yes,
LA.
it's either 8 tickets or one or the other, goes. So we will see. We will see.
Listen, I
Still have to.
I bet you right now, if we did a poll on here, everybody would agree that if we are not going together, or at least if you're not going, there's not point in going.
I think there is. So you can throw in the poll, maybe they'll agree with me, but,
I'll put in a poll right now.
yes. Guys, tell us, please. This is a conversation we've had, and we kind of stand, we in different places with it. I do think that, one of us should go, and I think the one that should go is CMoney. Um, but
But that's the problem, right? If it's only one of us, it has to be me because there's no
yes,
world that I
I'm
live in
not
that I'm
going
gonna
over
have you
there.
in fucking LA with random strangers that I can't
Yeah,
protect you
no,
from. So that
but
would never happen.
I wouldn't want to anyways, go without you, but I do think that you should go.
I just
So
don't
tell
think
us, guys, just tell us what you
Tell
think.
us let us know in the chat if you think it'll be worthwhile. I don't think so, to be honest with you. I think that, what's dope about our stuff is that it's the both of us doing things and, when
I
we
I dis
interview people
I
or we do the
disagree, yes,
shorts, I can't make a short by myself out there.
but
Look at me, whack.
you don't need to make it. It's okay. I
Telling
think
you.
that, it'll be pretty awesome for you to go.
I don't know. I don't know. Um, that being said, that poll's there. Let us know. Let us know. The homie Dave Reezy says places you move was sticks with light balls. It was doggy doo doo.
It
It
was.
really
You ain't
was.
lying. I
It
love
really
it.
was.
Sticks with light balls. Yes.
Yeah, and
It truly was.
on top of that,
Perfectly
guys,
defined.
the fact that after that was doggy doo doo and nobody used it, they came back with PlayStation VR and said, "You know what? Fuck new controllers. Use your doggy doo doo fucking wands that you still have." And they resold them. What a shit show
Yeah.
was that, bro?
Yeah, for sure.
That was horrible, fam. Look,
Oh my goodness. See, Sir
whatever.
X-Men, you found see, this is the thing. I still play Rock Band 4. I've owned everyone.
Listen, Sir
And
X-Men, I'm not gonna
see,
lie.
that's I didn't
I
even
don't
wanna
think you could,
go
you know what
in
I'm saying?
there and
You just
see,
see that
there we go.
speed?
See? See
You
how
see that
you just bring
speed?
out the name and here we go. Now we're
Come
getting
on,
before it
man.
was over here, he was just
You can't
making the sound, but
listen,
now he wants to
there's
show
no way.
the speed. If I get those drums back out, I mean, guys, talk about a funny short. Well, not to see money. He'll be like, "Yo, guys, I'm killing it." But man, yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
I'm
You were
telling you.
really good, but
Thank you for saying it,
yes, yes,
because
I'm just gonna say it.
I was
But,
good.
yeah.
I'm telling you, it's the truth. It's 100% the truth. Doodle. Oh,
What's
did you
up,
click it?
baby?
Oh, what's good, dude? Appreciate you, homie. Thank
Thank
you
you
for that
so
2 super chat.
much. Thank
Says
you, Sir
Doodle,
X-Men.
can I handle the show for a week?
Woo!
Or are you saying Doodle can handle the show for the week? I don't know if you added it, or are you asking to take over our show for a week? I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Let us know, let us know.
Look, Doodle, see, easy. It's either both of you or neither of you. Okay, it's all good. You see, I tell you, it's 100%. Look, Duke Toggle, I voted no. You guys are a package deal.
Oh, that's
Also,
sweet,
C
but
needs to protect Doodle, assuming she even needs his protection. Well, Listen, I will protect her no matter what.
Thank you,
Um,
baby. But yeah,
but
do
this is the reality.
people be crazy out there, but I just I feel like I don't know. Feel like it'll be a good thing for you to go.
I mean, it would be fun to go, but again, I don't see where it would make sense. Game Shark, the homie says those PlayStation wands look like Hitachi vibrators. Holy shit. No, that's that's an image. That's an image for sure. You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Sir
Oh, sorry.
Xman says, "I played the guitar." Me too. That's where I'm at.
Bro, drums. Okay. That's why.
There's
See,
the
I
drummer.
already
There's the
intimidated
drummer. See?
Sir X-Men
Oh my
when he saw that fucking speed, he was like, you know what? I'll play the guitar
guitar for
now.
me.
I play the guitar now. I could have swore he said that he played the drums before. I don't know. I think he just swapped it. I
God.
think he just swapped. It's just a reality of what's happening. What the hell? Um, oh, okay. There we go. Doodle can handle the show for a week with a guest host each day.
Let's go.
Well, first of all, if he was even if I were to go, if we were gonna do a show, we would just still do the show together
I agree.
because
That would be pretty
it's the
dope.
same way we have guests on. We would just remote do it.
Ooh.
So that would happen. But you know, Duke Togo says C-Money is a big dude too. He was pointing the camera at least 2 feet down onto Doodle in the pack shorts. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's tiny. She's a
I'm
tiny
not
little. I
tiny.
mean, you're normal size, for a woman. I mean, it's just, to be what it be.
Puppies. I'm not Ray Ray height.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, are you? That'd be funny. That'd be
God.
funny. Um, we need kills. What's good, fam?
What's
What's
up, baby?
LTTP? Look through the I don't know, pineapple? But I prefer
Look through the
60
pineapple.
F I prefer 60 F ponies a second over 30 F ponies a second. F ponies a second, that's amazing. That's funny.
Hey, Reezy. She's still taller than Ray
She's
Ray.
still taller than Ray Ray. Damn, Ray
Thank
Ray.
you.
That's
Thank you.
cold. That was cold. Duke Togo says it was meant to be a compliment towards C rather than a slight towards
Oh,
Doodle.
I know, I
No,
know,
no, no,
I
no.
know.
No, no, no. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, oh, he came back with numbers.
Oh, well, that's real. I ain't that tall, bro.
He's not
God
that
damn
tall.
it.
I'm not that short.
Exactly. Actually, if you subtract the same amount from each side,
Yes, and you're
you'll
right
end up right
there.
where the number is.
Yes.
Satna says, late to the party, love to tease ponies. That's always listen.
Let's go,
Love to tease some
baby. You
ponies. Good.
already know.
Sith Lord says doodle equals fun size.
Thank you.
Definitely fun. Definitely fun. Definitely fun indeed. Um Sir Expert says, I was just trying to help you keep your weekly flow of show while you were
Thank
at the event.
you. Sir
Oh, of
X-Men, you
course,
would have
man.
been my first guess.
He could still be
Love
a guest
rocking
with
out with
us.
Sir X-Men. Those songs that he sings are I'm ready. I love them.
Priceless musical. I
Yes.
mean, but he said he was a guitarist, you know what I'm saying? So who's
That
on the
doesn't mean he's not gonna
vocals?
sing anymore when he
I'm
comes
saying,
by, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he'll bring the
listen, maybe I'm
guitar
getting a
next
little
time and we'll
competitive
get a
about
whole
Rock Band right
show.
now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, what's up with the drums, dog? Come on, look at the speed. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny the speed that is involved here. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. All right, listen. I think we just so you can kind of get an idea, right? So 46% said no, 44% said no, that we should not go if we're both not going.
56% said
Yes, but that's
yes.
still a lot of people
That's
said
still a
no.
win.
I don't know. I don't know. I still don't think so. I don't know.
Just saying.
Come as a bundle. You know what I'm saying? It's a bundle deal. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. All right, guys. I think this is where we're gonna end it. Thank you all so much for
Thank you
rocking with
guys for
us.
rocking out.
We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all so much. Again, Thank you to all the homies who've been rocking with us live in the chat. You guys are the shit. Thank you
Absolutely.
so much. Thank you all to the people who do support us through super chats. We
Thank you,
appreciate you
guys.
guys. Also through memberships on Patreon and through YouTube. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you all so very much for rocking with us. Remember, we will be back here on Tuesday, 7 p.m.
Yes.
Eastern time with her, him, and a guest. And we will have a very awesome dude, a huge content creator named Jay Shock Blast. Super dope dude.
We
We
met
met
him at
him at
PAX.
PAX.
Yes.
He was the one who was actually with us in the Killer Clown video. So if you go to the video and you see us talking to the devs in the media room, Jay Shock Blast was there with us. He was an awesome dude. So definitely take a look at that video if you want to see him, but definitely be back here on Tuesday, 7 p.m. for that.
Absolutely.
And then this week,
And by the way, he gave us his spa.
yeah, he
That was
did. Yeah,
amazing.
because our schedule got all jacked up with them. So he actually was like, nah, you know what? You guys do it. He just came in with us. It was really dope.
It
Super dope
was.
guy, super genuine guy, really awesome. So definitely come check him out. Duke Togo, oh man, that's nice, man. It says, take care,
Thank you,
guys. You are
baby.
quickly becoming my favorite gaming
We
personalities.
appreciate
Appreciate
you.
it, man. Appreciate it.
We love you,
Sir
baby.
Xmas says,
Thank
see money,
you.
I'm not touching that hand speed issue. That's hilarious. But yeah, so now remember, I shouldn't say remember because I didn't say this, but this Wednesday we actually
Yes.
will not be
Oh my
live.
gosh, no.
It's
I'm so
our
excited.
girl Purpleberry's birthday.
Yes.
So we're gonna be spending the day with her. So we will not be going live on Wednesday. We'll be going live on Thursday
My babies are getting
instead.
older.
Absolutely. So we're going live Thursday instead. I don't know the time. I don't know if we're gonna do 4 o'clock or if we're gonna do later because Thursday is not our normal day. And I got it. We just gotta check the schedule. But we
But
will be
if
going
you're in
live
our
Thursday.
Discord, you'll know exactly when we go
100%.
live, and if you can, hit the bell and you will get a notification, hopefully, right?
Absolutely. And then we will be back
Yes.
on Friday with the night shift. Let's talk gaming. It's gonna be a fun time. That's our show where shit goes left really quick. So it's definitely gonna be
Oh,
fun. Come
Amit,
check it
thank
out.
you.
Amit Kumar, appreciate you, man. Says
Thank you,
happy early birthday,
baby.
bro.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much. Appreciate you. And with that, we're gonna end the show the way we end every single show. Doodle,
Yes,
we're done.
we are.
Until next time,
You're intruding.
you're intruding.